this one.
But that's where that icon comes from.
Click. And yeah, it looks like we're streaming. And it looks like it's working over here. Let me get the recording going over there for backup. Hey everybody! Oh my gosh. It's Andy, aka Max Ryder, and here are all of the others in this Regency Cthulhu game.
Hello!
Wording cast.
Cast. I don't like calling my players cast.
So,
I don't
main
know.
characters.
I just kind of
main characters.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've heard that on a lot of streams, and it's just like, really?
If the player characters are not the main characters in the story, what the hell are you doing?
True.
But I prefer the idea of a story as opposed to a movie. I've noticed that too.
We should be more of a cooperative than anything
a cooperative storytelling, but a lot of GMs will be like, okay, we pan in on this scene, blah, 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 blah. And I just have never seen it that way as much as it's a story, a book, a tale.
Well, the medium is the message.
I know.
A story told in a movie is not the same as a story told in a game.
I know.
When it comes to Call of Cthulhu, I prefer the term unwitting sacrifices.
Great.
Unwitting.
Well, it was a smart ass who pointed out someone asked the difference between D&D and Call of Cthulhu. And the best answer I've ever heard is games like D&D have heroes, games like Call of Cthulhu have victims.
Or survivors.
But there's not many of those. We're already down a man.
As it were.
Oh,
say, we're already down a victim.
This is true.
Yes, we are.
What was it? Almost happy ending. Almost.
It was still...
It was an ending. It's good enough.
Yeah, it'll do. It'll do. So, where did we leave off?
Monday, September 16th, 1811.
Yep.
A fight almost cost the life of a young local boy. Only the intervention of a really rude doctor whose reputation is going to dump out this session saved his life.
Yep.
And Lord Caligula is mad at me now, or whatever his name is. Creighton.
You did do that. Do we have the updated people we know list?
I can make it for you. I just have to make a PDF of it because I think it'll be easier for you. Because I still use Word 2007.
That's fine.
Wow. Good on you.
I don't have to pay money for it every week, or month.
I just
it is.
Google Docs. That's where my notes are.
Google Docs. I also still use OpenOffice.
I'm not a fan of Google Docs. I just don't like its layout. It doesn't.
I started using a physical notebook.
Boom. I have that too.
Wow.
Yeah.
Fair.
But I have to type stuff up, or it'll never, ever, ever be read by anyone ever.
Google Docs is good for when you're collaborating.
Let's be honest, Andy. I've seen your handwriting.
It's terrible.
No one can read it.
No, nobody could read it. It's terrible.
You have problems reading it at times. Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, it's bad. That's why I started typing up all my game notes, because I had to.
Bet I could read it.
Yes.
I am surprisingly good at reading handwriting after years of grading papers.
I'll
I'm
send
sure.
you some sometime.
I'm sure.
But Aaron's right. My handwriting is really bad. Okay.
You'd be amazed what I can decipher after years of that.
Let's find Kevin.
Well, I can normally do pretty good at deciphering people's handwriting too, because my spelling is atrocious. So you don't even have to have the word spelled right. I'll probably be able to read it just fine. So
fair enough.
Wild.
Shit. Where did that go? Hold on.
Oh yeah. So while you're working on that, I believe the fight was the last. I think the last thing. Right.
I remember
the fight was the last thing. I interrupted. Yep. Everybody's mad at me. The fight was called since I went in to help. What's his name? To help. That name might not be on here. The local.
Did you send it as a direct message?
I'm going to.
Okay.
Then I started talking. And there, you should have it. There's like 2 in a row. It'll be the last one. Local
Yeah,
boy.
I
What
see
was
it.
his name, Graham?
Was it Michael?
No, Michael's
Michael.
the bad guy.
I
Okay.
had
No.
Evans, William Evans. Is
Yeah,
that
William
anybody?
Evans. Yeah.
William Evans.
Yeah.
Can confirm.
I
Amazing!
missed
I
that
did
top
it.
of the
Right.
list.
Michael
Yeah,
is the
William
one who
Evans.
doesn't. Yeah, Michael is the one who doesn't look quite human.
Yeah, something.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't gotten a good look at him yet. I was more concerned with
And
the other.
something about his physiology caused a minor sanity episode with my character.
Right. Nobody
Yes.
knows about that yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we left off with me and this other doctor, and Evans, William Evans, treating him or taking him, and
Yeah.
where he's got to stay still for a
You were-
while, or he's gonna die.
Yeah, you were convinced that Evans would have died,
Mhm.
but the fight continued.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, Creighton was pretty.
from a medical
perturbed at
perspective,
me.
you're probably not wrong.
Are we still in the aftermath of the fight, or have we left the arena?
I believe by this point the arena has broken up essentially. In other words, people will help Evans. They'll take him actually
Yeah.
to a nearby house where they'll lay him down and get him treated, bind up those ribs. People are now beginning to disperse a bit, but the reality is there's not far for people to go. So by disperse, what I mean is some people have gone to crowd the Panther and pack it full. Others are finding their way back to where they're staying or the various tents they've pitched. In other words, people are dispersing, but the village isn't large. So by disperse, I mean they're not that far apart.
Mm-hmm.
So where are you guys going as the crowd breaks up? I guess that's where we start with then.
I would stay by the doctor, but I would looking at the individual that that did that to Evans. Is Michael talking to his coach at all? Are they interacting at all, or have they left?
Mr. Boyle.
They have not left. What they're doing is they're sitting. Michael is actually sitting on the church steps. Boyle is standing nearby. Boyle is chatting with people.
Mhm.
And how much do you know about the world of sports?
As much as a 60 in Fighting Brawl will get me.
So if you pay
what
attention,
about gaming? Like, isn't there gaming?
gaming or brawl would do here.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you've got points in either of those, good bet. The people that Boyle are chatting with now, they're the fancy, the Corinthians. In other words, people talking about what just happened. So it's a good bet they're asking Boyle, who is this kid? Where did you find him? What's that? What style is he used? That sort of thing. In other words, they're talking about what just happened. Michael himself does not seem to interact with anyone. He just sits quietly, staring into space, essentially.
Horrifying.
Like he's disconnected from. It's possible that he's come to the realization of what he almost did.
The
But
last
he was like that before, though, too, wasn't he?
Yeah. I don't
He
think
kind of was, yeah.
But the only one who knows that is Illingsworth.
Yeah,
Because
you're
he's
the only one who met him.
who's really dealt with him.
Yeah, you met him on the road.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
And he didn't speak then either. You actually haven't heard really a word out of him the entire time.
Yeah.
He didn't
Except
sorry.
the only word we've heard him speak so far is when the referee asked him if he was ready, he said yes. In other words, when the referee confirmed that both fighters were ready. So he can speak, he just doesn't do so very often.
Okay.
Okay.
The last thing I will ask before I pass the torch off to somebody else, the strange flag that was tied by either Michael or his trainer at the beginning of the fight, did they retrieve it in the commotion, or is it still hanging on the rope?
It appears that Boyle took it, along with Evans' flag, which he's entitled to do.
It was never hanging. They wrapped
tied
it
it.
around the rope so nobody could, and nobody's seen it. I don't think.
Well, no one got a really good look at it. You tie it to the rope, so you're taking. Think about how you tie a flag to a rope. The flag doesn't have a hook or anything. You literally just take it, stretch it out, and then tie it off with a knot so that it stays put. That's normally how that's done. So the reason nobody got a good look at it is because it's hard to see the thing unless you display it first. It's hard to get a good look at it, and he did not do so. Evans did, by the way, showing he was carrying the local. I think it was the arms of can't remember his name
Rutland,
right
Barony of Rutland, or the county's coat of arms.
The arms of the count. The arms of the Count of Rutland,
which is like a green and yellow kind of deal. I looked it up. I looked Rutland up.
Yeah, it was the flag he was bearing was the arms of the Count of Rutland. So we know that. We do not, and he waved it so that people could see it before he tied it to his corner. Whereas Boyle and Michael did not wave theirs; they simply tied theirs to their corner. So nobody got a real good look at it, and then you don't see it there right now. If you look at what's left of the ring, it's not there. So good bet in the aftermath, Boyle took the flags. Neither flag is there. So unless something unusual happened, Boyle has both flags.
Okay.
Or Michael has them.
I feel like that flag is important. Okay, I'm good for right now.
Yep. Okay. And then you're going to go accompany the doctor to a nearby house, which is where they're taking Evans. Okay, what about the rest of you?
If they needed me, I could have helped take Evans to the house. I was thinking about that or whatever, but just as if they needed manpower.
If you're willing, they could use people to lift him and carry him carefully.
Yeah, so I would be in on that. I would help him out with that.
Okay, so you're also then staying while he's being treated? Or are you leaving once you've got him laid down?
I might step out of the house and wait for Dr. Payne and Mr. Salt or whatever, but
okay. So you're waiting for the moment while he's doing that.
Taking in my surroundings outside the house or whatever, what's going on there.
People are talking about what happened, clearly. It is the topic of conversation. No surprise there.
Right.
So if you're just standing around and listening, you're catching a lot of that. The real sense of it is most people are surprised. They'd never heard of Mr. Michael or Micah, whatever his name is. A few people who come from Rutland are not surprised. They knew that their boy was a good fighter. And if anything, they're surprised at how quickly he dispatched Evans. But they put money on him. They thought he would win the fight. They were just surprised at how much he won it by. They expected it to be a closer fight.
Okay.
But they're happy. A lot of them are happy that they bet on him and they won. But for instance, you'll hear a Rutland native who's a little angry, because he bet on Michael in 7 to 10 rounds. So he won part of his bet, but lost the other part.
Yeah.
Or failed the bet because it was both legs or something such. It's hard, you're catching bits and pieces of these conversations.
Okay. Yeah.
But it's pretty clear that anyone who knew Michael was convinced that he was going to win this fight. They're just surprised at how quickly he won the fight. Is that local pride, or they just really think he's really good at this? Yes.
So I thought Evans was from Rutland. You're saying Michael was from Rutland?
Michael trained in Rutland.
Okay.
There's 2 Rutlands.
Oh,
Rutland Village.
Yeah.
In Rutland County. We're in
Oh,
Thistleton.
no.
Thistleton is where Evans is from, the kid that got his ass kicked. Michael lived in Rutland Town, which is that town that you visited when you went following the Roman road.
Okay.
And remember, he lived there. We know he lived there for only 9 months.
Yeah, you said 9 months.
Yeah.
And he trained there.
Okay.
In other words, the locals have sort of adopted him as their own after 9 months of residence.
Okay.
And none of us have shared any information with each other yet on what has happened to any of us that morning. Just FYI.
Okay.
So we don't know where Illingsworth went. We don't know anything that's happened to Miss Ambrose. We just know that Baker slept in.
Yep. And then this happened. Okay, so what about the last 2 of you?
Do you want me to go first, Joshua?
Sure.
Okay. I would like to follow Dr. Payne from a bit of a distance to not fully be associated with him, but I would like some answers.
Well, he's gone into a house to help treat Mr. Evans, so there's no way to follow him at a distance without going inside yourself.
Yeah, I'm gonna go inside, but like I'm gonna wait till he's like inside, and then I'm gonna hurry along.
Okay, so you're gonna try to corner him when you get a moment.
Yeah.
Okay, so that will be a thing you guys can do.
Yeah, I'm gonna want to talk to her at some point. I have questions, and
Okay.
I know she was talking like she knew. Wait, was she? Who do I know that knows fights? Knows pugilism? Do I know Miss Ambrose knows pugilism? Because I can't.
I believe you're aware she's attended a couple of bouts.
Well, she's a good person to talk to.
She appears to be a fan. As far as you can tell, she's a fan. She's attended. She's attended several bouts. Something women are not normally encouraged to do.
Yeah, I think
so. She stands out in the sense that she's clearly a fan of this movie.
I can't remember if she fussed me out when I broke up the fight or not, or shouted something across the way. I can't remember.
I think I was just like in shock. I think I was just kind of like,
yeah. So you'll be able to corner him after he's got Evans secured, and then what they'll do is they'll hunt up enough whiskey to get Evans insensate and let him sleep.
I have laudanum too, probably, right?
Or you could just use that.
Yeah, we can start with laudanum.
Start even better, actually, and basically get him as comfortable as possible. And at that point, there's nothing else to do but wait. So that's the point where Ms. Ambrose can sort of get Dr. Payne into a place where you can talk. For instance, you step into the kitchen of the house. There's a woman there who was boiling water. She sees the two of you come in. She'll leave you the kitchen, making an excuse to go take what appears to be tea to somebody. In other words, realizing the two of you need a moment. So she's absented herself to serve tea. Be caught on. So you've got a minute.
Mm-hmm. So, is this what are these fights to the death, Miss Ambrose?
No, well, not usually. No.
How often?
Not often. But why break it up?
You know the game. People have been killed in the ring. It is not common.
Yeah, that's the.
Yeah, it should not happen, but occasionally it does.
Yeah, I don't know sports.
Yeah, but she does.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Like you don't know anyone personally, for instance, who died that way.
Yes.
Never happened. You've never seen such a thing. You've never been there, but it is a thing that can occasionally happen.
Uh-huh. I've heard stories.
Yeah. Well, it happens in the modern world too.
If that boy had received one more blow like that first one, like that fifth blow, he'd be lying in there dead right now.
I understand that. But you can't just do that. Everyone was watching.
Yes, everyone was watching. They were going to be watching a dead man. And those who had bet upon him and his friends and relatives in this town might have taken that very poorly. Not to mention, he would be dead.
Yes, I know. I'm glad he's not dead. I really am. I just don't want you putting some sort of target on your back now.
Oh, it's far too late for that. It's there,
yes,
I suppose.
Yes, I got that.
Yes, I'm thinking about returning to London. I've got to talk to Salt about it right now. If these are the way these fights are going to be conducted, where was the boy's doctor? He should have seen him at once that the fight should have been stopped, and didn't do a thing. You have to know when to call it. You have to know when to throw in the towel. That young man has the strength of a bull, Mr. Michael, whoever that is. I'm sorry, I'm being very rude. I apologize. I'm being very unkind. It's not your fault.
It's all right.
I'm still quite upset about the situation. I apologize for spoiling the fight, and I did what I felt I had to do to stop it. Thank God Salt was there. They would have probably beaten me to senselessness.
Most likely.
Yes, but Salt?
I wouldn't let them kill you.
At this point, can Salt walk in carrying some bedding for the unconscious man?
Sure.
Doctor, I got some pillow and some sheets, some linens. Uh, he sees Miss Ambrose. Um, Pardon me. Am I interrupting
This
something, Doctor?
this is Miss Ambrose Salt, the lady I was telling you about. Met during the whole Wibble thing in Cambridge a few months ago.
I see.
Quite knowledgeable.
Terribly, terribly sorry for your loss, ma'am.
Appreciated.
And this is
Is
Mr.
this
Salt, my
your
man.
guard dog, then?
I would.
Someone to scare off those who wish you harm?
Well, I've never needed him as such before. He's my coachman and my valet.
He didn't seem much like a coachman when you stopped the fight.
He's quite capable.
Hmm,
I'll do what's needed, ma'am.
I see.
So you say
Doctor.
yes?
Oh, and at this point, Salt sheepishly shows his own hand, where he's like he dug his own nails in so deep he actually started to bleed. When he rolled a fist. And so
Weren't you
not
wearing
full heal.
gloves
I was
the
not
whole
wearing gloves
time?
at that time.
Okay. Oh dear.
I would say not a priority, sir, but when you have a moment, if I could be helped in some regard,
Of course. I have a moment right now while we're speaking. I've still got my medical kit with me, so I'll see to Salt's wounds. Use some of that boiling water on a cloth to wipe them clean. And,
yeah.
well, once it's on the cloth, it'll cool rather quickly.
Right.
And just to wipe the blood off. And no, I'm not gonna pour boiling water. Yeah, put your hand in this boiling water, Salt. They say salt and water doesn't fit mix.
While you're doing that, someone reaches around the corner of the kitchen and knocks. Sort of like, oh, like that. As if
Okay.
somebody wants to enter and is being polite.
Come in.
The man who enters is a young man, well dressed. I've actually included an engraving of him in the NPC's file.
Ooh.
It says, Dr. Payne?
Yes.
Mr. Egan. Nice to meet you, sir.
Mr. Egan, you're a writer, aren't you?
Yes.
I believe you were mentioned the other day.
Indeed. My reputation, I suppose, precedes me. And that's as well. Might I borrow a moment of you, sir, to ask you a question?
Of course. Do you need privacy? This Miss
No,
Ambrose,
not at all.
This is Salt, my man. Ask away. I'm gonna continue just wrapping Salt's hand.
May I ask what motivated you to stop the bout?
Of course. That young man would have died if that other young man had struck him another blow the way he had the last one. He has internal injuries. Does he have broken bones, Kevin? Broken ribs?
Oh yeah.
Broken ribs. That fight should have been stopped after. Was it the fifth blow? He punched him like 4 times in the face, and then the fifth one was like the gut, right?
The gut. Yeah.
After
that
the
knocked
gut,
him down.
after he was struck in the gut, the fight should have been called there and then, in my opinion.
Oh.
I do not know pugilism, though, Mr. Egan.
It's really more the discretion of the fighter in his corner rather than bystanders, as is traditional.
Yes. Yes. Very well.
So you determined that from outside the ring?
Yes, I did. Another blow would have killed him, Mr. Egan.
I suppose I must admire your discretion and your medical skills.
Thank
to
you.
notice such a thing from such a distance.
Thank you.
It's hard to tell, by the way. Is he being serious or sarcastic?
Don't care. I'm going to take him as being serious.
Okay, fair enough.
My character has... Oh, psychology! Can I make a psychology roll?
Yeah, you're welcome to.
Hooray! Of course, if he's got a good... I got a 25 out of 57, which is a hard success.
Ooh!
Both, actually.
So
he is being sarcastic in the sense that
fair enough.
That you had no business interfering like that. Like, how would you know? On the other hand, he's intrigued by the idea that you figured it out and is wondering how you knew that.
Does he ask me directly how I knew that?
If you
Or is
sort
it
of take the
heavily
conversation in that
implied?
direction, he will.
All right, yeah, I'll tell him exactly how I knew it, about the blood coming from the youth's mouth, the noise that the blow made.
Ew.
I'm going to tell him that once I saw a youth who had been hit by a bull, and it made that same exact kind of noise, and he died 2 days later, despite our best efforts. Probably because he went back to work as if he was unharmed.
Given your extensive knowledge, then, would you mind terribly if I put forth your name for a position in corner?
I don't know what that is.
You don't know.
The gentleman
A
who
position
supports the
corner,
fighter
right? He said position corner, right?
in a corner. Yes.
Okay, I
As
have
in the
no-
gentleman who support the fighter.
I thought you said.
Did you notice, for instance, Mr. Boyle?
Oh yes, I saw
Who's
Mr. Boyle. Or no, I saw who's Mr. Boyle? I haven't met Mr. Boyle, I'm afraid.
He was the gentleman standing in Michael's corner.
Oh yes, he was introduced, wasn't he?
Yes, he was. Those are cornermen, and they are in fact authorized to withdraw their fighter at any point.
Would this
If you
position
see-
allow me to stop any fight?
That's precisely what I'm saying, sir. That the cornermen are authorized to withdraw their fighter if they feel it appropriate. What you did out there was not authorized. Had you been
No,
in
it
Mr.
wasn't.
Evans' corner, it would have been authorized.
So I'll only be watching out for one man?
That's correct, sir.
Ah. Which man?
Whichever man you choose to support.
Well, that doesn't do much good for the other man now, does it?
I'm afraid not. But that's the nature of the sport. And as these men have some investment in their fighters, it's not wise to leave a man in when he's clearly losing.
Yes, that is correct. Well, how will I contact these men who are in charge of these fighters? What do you write, Mr. Egan?
I write primarily on the nature of sports, sir.
And do you have some way of allowing me this position, or encouraging these men to take me into this position?
I do, yes.
Then yes, if you can help save lives and help me save lives, yes, I'd be very much willing to do that.
No, I would be more than willing to. Lord Crichton is the primary organizer, and I'm sure he would be willing to entertain that. And I will speak with him before evening.
Very good, Mr. Egan. Did he introduce himself? He said just Mr.
He did,
said
yeah.
Egan. He didn't say his first name, though, did
Yeah.
he? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Well,
Yes, please let me know.
You can assume when someone introduces themselves like that, you can assume it's a surname, because to use someone's first name implies a level of friendship or intimacy that would not occur to someone you've just met.
Right. Okay. Yes, I'm more than willing to help. Now, I thought, answer me one last question, Mr. Egan. I apologize for taking so much of your time.
No,
I thought there were doctors in each corner.
Oh, there were men in each corner who were authorized to do that. I wouldn't precisely call them medical professionals.
Then I was mistaken, obviously.
They're such as pass for medical men in the provinces.
What does that mean? What do I think that means, Kevin? I mean,
he's talking about country doctors.
Who haven't had an education.
Are some of whom learn by apprenticeship or are self-taught.
Gotcha.
Remember, this is still an era where you can learn to be a medical professional by apprenticeship.
Right. This is also an era where surgeons are different from doctors, and surgeons don't really even have to have any kind of a degree. They're just there to chop the legs off when
most don't. Most surgeons learn you to become a surgeon. You start as an apprentice. You apprentice yourself to a surgeon.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Many medical practitioners have no formal education.
Jesus.
Is Miss Ambrose making this face when I say when I'm accepting this position to try to or like Oh my god. Like he's gonna ruin these fights.
The horror on my face was about the surgery thing, mostly.
Okay, fair enough, fair enough.
But
'Cause if she's over there like, oh
Yep.
no.
she is a little bit like, oh my god, this guy doesn't fucking know what corner men are.
Yep.
I wasn't paying attention to you when I was asking this guy questions though, so I probably missed that.
Yeah, there's a lot of like.
And how's your etiquette skill, by the way?
Whose?
Etiquette skills pretty good, I think. I remember.
Well, you would already know this. It's the doctor I'm concerned about.
Oh, my etiquette skill is a 31. Actually, that's not terrible. It's just not great.
Well, if it's above 25, it's worth pointing out.
Cool.
What this feels, the only thing you can sort of attach this to is a duel.
I'm sorry, the what?
In a duel, you would have a second.
Okay.
The corner man seems to serve, in a certain sense, the same role.
Okay.
That they're not there to fight; they're there to make sure the rules are enforced and that the fight is fair, and all that sort of stuff. In other words, you're only you don't have any knowledge of pugilism, but you, with an etiquette score of at least 25, you know theoretically how duels work.
Right. Yes.
Even if you've never been in one.
The fellow, I forget his name.
Ambrose already knows this, which is why I'm not worried about your etiquette score.
The fellow who did I close that? God damn it. The professor, Dr. Where is he? Who was in the ring officiating?
I believe that was Jem Stern.
Jem Stern, okay. So, but
he
officiated. He was officiating, and he was like telling when to stop the rounds and making sure nobody was like hitting.
Yes.
Well, I don't know where they're allowed to hit. My character's gonna have to brush up.
Basically, wherever.
If I'm essentially assuming that in addition to making sure people aren't dying, I'm also somewhat a rule in the rules are going to be important to my position. Then
you might need to find a copy of the rules and read them.
I'm going to ask Miss Ambrose. Well, once Mr. Egan's left, I'm going to ask Miss Ambrose if she knows where I could get a copy of the rules of pugilism as they're being fought.
Yes,
today.
of course.
Could I borrow that?
I have one with me.
Yeah, I was wondering. You actually have a copy of Broughton's rules.
You like?
Yes, of course.
Yeah. Which rules? What are they called?
Broughton's rules.
Broughton's rules. If she'll lend me that book.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's basically an oversized pamphlet.
Yeah.
That's fine. As long as it's got the basics.
Of course, you happen to have a copy. Yeah, of course you do.
Yeah, of course I do.
Great. Oh, if I could borrow that, Miss Ambrose, I would be.
Yes.
Forever.
Of course. It's just with my things.
Oh, very well.
Okay.
Yes.
Now,
Salt, you should be all fixed up. Yes, if you want to take those linens in, just he should be asleep. And there's who was the other guy who was with him that I mistook for a doctor? Was he probably a country doctor?
Boyle.
Not Boyle. Boyle's on
no,
Michael's
Boyle
team.
was Michael's second.
William Evans had a guy who
Oh,
was
yeah.
examining him that I was examining him with. In all the confusion, we never exchanged our names or anything.
Yeah, you will get a chance to meet him. His name is Lee.
I would like to. Mr. Lee? Or
they call him Dr. Lee.
Dr. Lee.
But I don't know if he's actually a doctor.
That's fine.
Yeah, he is the kind of person Egan was complaining about. A medical practitioner who learned it by apprenticeship rather than education.
All right. So I want to spend a few minutes, and I want to just ask a few questions to see if he knows enough that he's going to be able to take care of Williams. Evans on his own.
His knowledge of medicine, from what you could tell by questioning him, is acceptable.
Okay, good.
This is not a man with a lot of practice or experience, and half of his practice is veterinary.
Yeah, that makes sense.
On the other hand, he does know something about what he's doing.
I asked him if he is Evan's doctor.
He was planning on that, yes.
Good, okay. I'm going to advise, I'm going to say, I would advise this, and this. But of course, you're the doctor.
Okay, he'll happily take that into account.
Okay.
It turns out, by the way, actually, you know what? Make yourself a credit rating roll.
Okay.
This is the game. The game is impressing him with your credentials and knowledge.
Regular success, 77 out of 80. Did not do terribly well.
That's fine. In other words, you come from the city, you have an education, a title. In other words, you're basically, without having to pull rank, you're basically pulling rank. Pointing out that you have more education While he has experience, you have more knowledge and education, and you have a higher social standing. Therefore, he should defer to you.
Okay.
So when you tell him, but it's your call here,
Right.
we all understand that's not really true.
Okay. Yeah, I don't want to upset this guy, and I don't want to be unkind.
Yeah,
So I
but
want him to be in charge.
you're also a higher social rank than him.
Okay.
So that alone means you're kind of in charge here.
And I'll also let him know where I'm staying, and if anything happens, if he needs me for anything, here's my card, but it's got a London address, but I'm staying at blah blah blahs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So Leslie, where's Mr. Baker after all of this? It's the only one we haven't heard from.
I was curious to follow the person who did the punching. So Michaels is the victim.
Evans is the victim.
Pardon?
Evans is the victim. Michael is
the guy who did the punching.
Michael is the monster.
Okay, I'll be following Michael.
Okay.
And I kind of want to eavesdrop on them and his corner man, and see like what the hell was that.
So like I said, you'll find where Illingsworth saw him. He's sitting on the church steps. Boyle is chatting with boxing fans, and for a while, that's just going to be there's a crowd of people around it, so you can sit and listen with no difficulty at all. You're just one of the crowd. Are you actually joining the conversation, or are you just listening for the moment?
At first, I'd like just to see what their vibe is. Are they even remorseful?
Well, it's hard to tell with Michael because he does not speak again. He simply sits there staring. At one point, someone puts a bottle in his hand, and he drinks it. At another point, you see Mr. Boyle hand someone some coins, and about 20 minutes later, they return with what are probably meat pies.
Okay.
And Michael eats 2 of them. In other words, he's making sure his guy has food and drink.
Is there a kind of bar or alcohol guy that's close by?
Other than the Panther? No.
Okay. So
there are, of course, a number of camps, tents, homes where people are drinking, no doubt. But you need to be invited. The only public space to drink is the Panther, and that is packed like wall-to-wall humanity.
Okay. The idea was
getting served there is going to take time.
The idea was just to get buddy by bringing drinks or food. Like, these guys like alcohol.
You could go back to the Fletcher house where you're staying.
How long would that take?
10 minutes.
Would they still be here?
Oh, yeah, easy to do. In other words, that's where you can get things you can take with you. Something to drink, some food from the kitchen, and bring those things back. And if you give them, that'll give you an in if you want to get into this conversation.
I'd like to do that.
Okay, and if you give some of those things to Mr. Boyle, he will thank you profusely.
Mm-hmm.
He's happy to chat a bit. Of course, you remember you're in the middle of this as sort of a group conversation.
I chime in and just like, what an arm.
Yeah, and other people are doing the same thing. Wow, like that. And what you'll get from this, long story short, because it's going to be quite a while, is it's Mr. Boyle claims that his training method is what makes Michael a great fighter, and that this is the future of pugilism.
Yeah, he went and met some Tibetan monks.
He's never been to Asia, but he insists that his training style is new and different and scientific.
Mm-hmm.
And that, he claims, is the big difference, is that it's scientific.
The big step forward. Man of science.
That's what Boyle is claiming, that his training is scientific. Someone even asked him about whether he's heard of Milo of Croton. How's your history skill?
Let's see my history. It's not terrible.
You have at least 25.
Then it is terrible.
Okay, so you'll need a roll then to understand that.
It's less than 25.
Yeah, then you'll need actual roll. This is the kind of thing where a rule of 25 might apply.
No, absolutely
Okay,
not.
so
96.
you've never heard of Milo of Croton. Apparently, neither has Boyle. Because somebody was asking about what he thought of Milo of Croton, and Boyle doesn't know who that is. Neither do you.
Okay.
In fact, most people don't know who that is.
Sorry, Milo of
Croton.
Milo Croton.
Milo of Croton. He
Of
doesn't have a
Croton.
proper last name.
Okay.
That nobody seems, other than the person who asked the question, no one seems to know who that is.
Interesting.
And Boyle shrugs it off. But basically, that's what you're getting from it, is that Boyle's insistence that he's unlocked the science of pugilism, and therefore he can train fighters who will be more efficient, more effective, who deliver more damage with each punch, or stronger.
Okay.
People are asking him about his style, about how he's learned this, how he did this. He's evasive. And the general consensus you get from the crowd is that the reason he's being evasive is because he thinks he's going to make a lot of money, and he doesn't want to give away the details.
I'd like to I chime in and ask, hey big fella, got any words? Any secrets?
To Michael himself?
To Michael himself, because I can see that he's getting talked about, but he's not chiming in. I'm trying to gauge, being like, hey, how are you? Like, that's great.
He just nods his head. How are you? As in, good. I'm good. Oh, you did get a word of him. I'm good. I won.
Fire bad.
Fire bad, yeah.
So this close, incidentally, you also get yourself a spot hidden roll. Now that you're actually face to face with him.
Where's my spot hidden?
He has no navel.
Ooh, okay. Regular success.
It's hard to tell with a regular success whether this man's appearance was influenced by being punched a lot. Like, his nose is kind of flat, crooked. His eyes set a little too far apart, as if his forehead's been cracked a couple of times and put back together. Is this damage from being punched in the face a lot, or is he just ugly?
Is this... Can I see any sign of scarring? Or maybe cauliflower ear?
Oh, cauliflower ear, very much so, yes. There's not much visible scarring, but blows like that don't tend to leave scars.
Well, that's the thing. I know we made a Frankenstein joke, but I'm just checking.
Yeah, so no, there's no... It's the kind of damage you expect. Much of it you could chalk up to being punched in the face a lot.
Yeah.
But the broad set eyes, that's the thing you keep coming back to. Like, your brain wants to explain that by imagining that someone punched him in the skull so often that his skull widened. That's not how skulls work.
No.
So maybe he's just ugly. Could be that.
I'm sorry.
It's probably your imagination to suggest that his eyebrows look like they're kind of hanging on by a thread.
Like he kind of has a Neanderthal look.
No, less hair. Like, his eyebrows are thin, and you can almost imagine they're trying to reach for each other across that gap and failing. His hair is also very thin. It makes him look older than he probably is.
Can I just say I'm really enjoying your flavor text, Kevin?
Oh, thank you. Like, how old is this man?
Mm-hmm.
Hard to say. Thin hair. In this close, for instance, you can see his skull through his hair. That's how thin his hair is.
Jesus.
Okay, so
Alcohol effects.
it's
So,
from your description, it made me think of something, but I don't know if my character would know that.
what's that?
Are you describing fetal alcohol syndrome?
If this was a modern game, that would be a potentially valid explanation.
It probably has a different name, actually, medically.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it's not something that characters would be aware of in this era.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Not that that's necessarily the case. The point is that in a modern game, that would be a modern medical person might look at him and go, that is a potential hypothesis.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That is one thing that might fit the facts as observed.
Okay. So obviously he's been hit in the head too many times, and maybe he's reeling from a series of concussions, as far as I know.
Yeah. It also, his reactions and his voice, all of that gives one the impression that he's kind of slow. Although maybe that's the result of a lot of untreated concussions. I mean, a lot of boxers in this era die very young.
I was just going to ask him, how long do you want to continue playing in the ring?
Till I'm the champ. I'm gonna be the best. I'm gonna be the best ever.
Why do I kind of like him now?
I know.
Mr. Boyle says, I'm gonna meet the king.
You're gonna be the king.
At the mention of the king, he wants to say something but knows he can't. So
Yeah.
Baker just makes a look.
Yeah. Apparently he thinks he's gonna get to meet the king if he becomes champion.
He seems. Oh no, he's genuinely sweet.
No.
I'd like to pat him on his arm and be like, there. Is Boyle
He
gonna allow
actually
me?
Well, you're not gonna be able to do it because he moves.
Oh.
Like, he does not want you to touch him.
Ooh.
And it's worth, from your perspective, he moves and his left fist comes up. He almost hit you.
Whoa.
That was instinctive.
When
you moved to touch him, his response was almost a punch.
I put my hands up and take a step back.
And he looks almost apologetic, almost embarrassed at that reaction. Not even sure that was voluntary. You touch him, he responds by punching.
Oh no.
He's just a little guy.
He's not little.
I know.
Mentally he may be little, but physically he's not little.
No.
Emotionally he may be small. Physically he is large.
Baker's connecting the dots, he looks back to Michael's corner man with kind of accusatory, like.
And at this point, Boyles says, Michael, we should get going. Best to be back in Rutland before dark. Right?
Right.
Yeah, I guess we should.
Gotta put you back in your cage.
No.
Mrs. Landry is going to make meat pie. And chicken, maybe?
I'd like
ask her.
Do we have business cards at this time?
Oh, yeah, of course. Well, you have a calling card, certainly. You may have a business card, too, but you've definitely got a calling card.
I'd like, if you're ever in the big city, I'm a big fan of boxing, and I know a lot of great rings to play in. Here's my card.
Boyle will actually take the card and thank you for it. Also, though, you just learned something else. Who is Mrs. Landry?
We've heard that name.
Yeah,
No.
He said we're going to get back to Rutland. Mrs. Landry is going to make meat pie.
Illingsworth's the only one who's heard that name so far.
Yeah, so
I
now
know,
two
but
of you have.
I meant.
And he asked if
The-
Mrs. Landry would
the
make
group-
make
The
chicken
group had
too.
heard the name.
Would he make chicken too?
Boyle says that he'll ask. Maybe she will.
Okay.
And with
Okay.
that, the two of them will make their way, with the last congratulations and one more round from a bottle, and the two of them will leave Thistleton walking.
Mhm.
You can see which direction they're going, of course.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If they were going to go to Rutland, there's an easier way to get there.
Hmm.
That's not the way they're going. So they're not taking the most direct route.
Can I know the farther I follow them, the easier I'll be spotted because I've kind of been mingling in the crowd, right?
Yeah.
If I follow them, I won't have as much coverage.
Eventually, you'll have none. You'll be the only other person out there.
Yeah, exactly.
Unless, of course, you stay in far enough behind that they can't really see you. How's your stealth skill?
What's my stealth skill?
Yeah, Baker's our stealthy guy. Yeah, he was up in that corridor. Shot that dude. Yeah.
My stealth skill is the standard 20, so
Yeah, so to really follow safely, you would probably need a stealth roll to do this unseen. Now, if you let them go and then you go, after they're out of sight, you might find the path they're taking that way. Either they're following some kind of road or a tracking roll will tell you which way they've gone. So that's another option.
It's
But
probably
if you
still.
simply walk behind them, they might turn around and they'll see you. And who else is going that way? Nobody.
right.
It's probably still early.
Well, I
afternoon, too.
wanted to
Yeah, it is.
clock. I know Ambrose, Conrad, and Dr. Fletcher are elsewhere in like metagame, but can I clock to see anyone else? Is Illingsworth in sight?
I believe so, yeah. You're out. Mr. Illingsworth is outside the house they took Evans to. So, yes, he's visible from where you are if you look around enough.
Okay.
Basically, he's on the other side of the green. So maybe 200 yards from you. Pretty sure that's him over there.
He's eating a corn dog.
I'm gonna
Meat on a stick.
The others are inside the house, so you won't see
I'm
them.
gonna try to speed walk, not run over, not to cause alarm, but I'm gonna speed walk over to Illingsworth
Easy
and
to
kind
do.
of download him everything I've heard.
Okay, yeah, because the crowd's breaking up, so
even
you
Miss
cross the green
Landry's
easily.
name.
Yeah, to which Illingsworth would say, yeah, I've met Michael and his cornerman Boyle the other day. Michael didn't say much. His man Boyle did all the talking for him.
Yeah, I was trying to have a one-on-one conversation, and Boyle loved to chime in for the man. But I did get a sense that he's definitely beaten, bruised, and slow. But he doesn't seem violent in the sense.
Well, outside the ring, anyway.
As long as you don't
touch him. He almost punched you.
Well,
yeah, don't touch him, and you'll be fine.
Instinctual reaction, which makes me hesitant and more suspicious of Boyle than Michael, or than.
Also that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I believe they're staying with a Miss Landry down over in Rutland. Village.
He did mention they're heading to Miss Landry's for meat pie.
Oh, they're staying there. She provides them room and board, which means she's probably cooking them dinner.
Yeah.
So that part tracks very easily.
Mm-hmm. Although the direction they just left isn't to Rutland.
It's probably the old Roman road. That's where I met them. I was following that road myself, and I happened to come across them there.
Yeah, you can get to Rutland that way. You did, but it's not the most effective way to get there.
Right. Say, I went all the way to the village, so I think, yeah.
You did.
Did Illingsworth came back the other road? Was that quicker?
The main road?
Yeah.
I
is
believe
quicker.
so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, they went a longer way. Like they followed a path through the moors and then picked up the Roman road and followed that to Thistleton. When taking the Old North Road would have been more direct and easier. We don't know why they chose to take the roundabout route. What we do know is they chose to take a longer route than was necessary.
Mm-hmm.
And given that they've been there 9 months, it can't be that they didn't know that the main road existed.
Right.
They made a choice to go that way.
An evil choice.
But we didn't. We've gone down the Roman road. Have we fully gone down this road? Have we been to all ends? Okay.
Where Mr. Illingsworth picked up their trail, they'd met the road following through a path through the moors. The Roman road actually continues.
Oh yeah.
We haven't been how far. We don't know how far it continues, or what, if anything, is at the far end of it.
I could have, but it was getting dark and I was too scared.
Yeah.
So
Also,
might be in our future.
I also had no light. So...
Also, you chose to follow the path that took you to Rutland rather than the Roman road. In other words, you backtracked the two of them.
Right.
Where they'd come from that day.
Yeah.
So there is that whatever's at the other end, wherever the Roman road goes, we haven't been to the far end of it yet.
Yeah.
Or however far it goes.
Mm-hmm.
Or however far, whatever survives of it.
Just more suspicious.
And keep in mind, it's worth pointing out that people in medieval people tended to reuse Roman roads. At Thistleton, they chose not to.
Why was that?
Which itself is an odd point. Because medieval people tended to take the path of least resistance, as it were, and simply reuse Roman roads because they were well built.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you? Except here, they chose not to.
What time of day is it currently?
By this point, it's about 4 o'clock. It's been a couple hours since the fight. Sunset is around 6:30.
So we only have a couple hours.
Yeah, you only have a couple hours of light left. Which means if you want to see what's at the end of the Roman road in daylight, you probably want to do it tomorrow. Because it'll take you, if you had a good hiking clip, it'll take you an hour and a half to reach the turnoff point. Because that's about 5 miles. So you would be following, depending on how far that road goes, you might come to the end of it by the time it's dark.
Yeah.
Now, you are going to get some moonlight. You'll probably get some starlight, so it's not like it's pitch dark. But if you want better lighting conditions, you want to wait till tomorrow. And start out early.
Yeah.
Also, tomorrow night is the dark of the moon, by the way. The 17th of September will be dark of the moon.
Oh.
So there will not be very much moonlight tonight.
You'll get
none tonight,
you'll get starlight,
the next night.
Yeah, you'll get starlight.
Also have another reason for not going out that Roman road into the moors at night as well.
I'd like
if you've got no moon.
I'd like to take the time to then head back to wherever we're staying and prep a kind of hiking go bag for the next morning.
Okay, so unless there's anything else to be done tonight, there will be eating and drinking and talking and whatnot. As for Dr. Payne, you will, in fact, Lord Kreiner will, in fact, look you up.
Okay.
And he's with Professor Strong. Or, sorry, I just forgot his last name. Stern, not Strong.
Jem Stern. Jem Stern, right?
Yeah, his first name is Jem. Spelled with a J.
Yeah, Jem, right? Jem? Yeah. I will apologize to Lord Kreiner if I was rude earlier. Or for being rude earlier.
He's testy about it.
So am I.
He heard from Mr. Regan that you were willing to serve as a cornerman.
Yes.
And tomorrow is Tuesday.
Yes.
Wednesday, Professor Stern is going to give a demonstration.
Yay!
And it seems like a good place to try a first round for you as a cornerman. So Professor Stern would like you to serve as his corner.
Yes, I would
for the
be
demonstration on Wednesday. And he'd be happy to have you there. So you get to meet him. He's not, by the way, they call him the professor. He's not actually an academic.
Yeah, that's okay. I've already met him. He yelled at me already.
Yeah.
Oh.
When I stopped the fight, he was not pleased.
The difference, and Ambrose could tell you this if you asked her, because she does this already, and you'll probably learn it from her, so I simplify.
Yeah,
the
if she wants
difference
to
is
talk
that
to me later, that'd be cool.
Gloved exhibitions are not technically prize fights, and therefore are technically legal.
They are legal.
Yeah.
Okay. This will be a gloved exhibition then.
Yes, so that's why they do that sometimes, because it skirts the technicality of the law.
I'm going to ask Lord Kreiner if there will be another fighter.
Where he is
in the
not
exhibition.
yet, of course, but he has not secured an opponent for Professor Stern yet.
And well, he doesn't know then. Okay.
Yeah.
That's all the questions.
In other words, he's got 2 days basically to secure an opponent.
Michael,
and I'm right here.
Oh.
He doesn't know that, but Lord Kreiner. Well, actually, wait. Does Lord Kreiner know that?
Does Kreiner know she fights? I don't. My character has no clue she fights. None.
I bet he does.
Okay.
Because he's highly knowledgeable. He's not going to ask you.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's a thing you would have to do on your own.
You're going to have to ask him. Yo, Kreiner,
you would have to start.
I'm going to beat some man.
You would have to start that process. He will not.
That would be fun, though.
Yeah, I mean, you could attempt to start that process. The point is, he will not, under no circumstances, will he start that process.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that definitely feels like a double-edged sword, like for him to start that process.
Can all of us get together and exchange some information that night?
I'd like to for us to get together.
And that's the other thing that night is that people can now share what they know, if they wish.
Yeah.
I'm just going to tell everybody that I'm going to be what my job is going to be during this, and some fighter will pick me, and I will just check him between the rounds, make sure he's not going to die.
Yep.
I think that's all I got. And Evans, who was that monster that fought Evans? I never got a good look at him.
Michael. And I relay my information about Michael, that he's staying in Rutland with Miss Landry. They take the old Roman road, it seems like, or I met them just off of it or whatever. They take the long way.
Confirm that you saw.
They take the long way to Rutland.
Okay, that's weird.
And then, we knew about old Chuck then, right?
We found about old Chuck yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because yesterday's when I talked to Mason and all that stuff happened, and we had conversations at dinner about old Chuck and everything.
Okay. So yeah, all right. So I think that's pretty much most of what I had. But
I would ask the doctor permission to say something.
Of course.
I don't mean to interrupt you. Anyone here? I understand my place.
Of course, Salt. Of course.
I hope you won't think me hysterical or making up stories, but when I got close to that Michael lad, there was something not quite right about him.
Yes, his eyes are a little too far apart, and his nose is a little too flat. Is it not?
I think yes. The Mr. Illingsworth is onto something. I would rather not discuss it at the moment, but he just didn't seem built right, and it reminded me of some things that I'd rather not discuss. But I can say for certain that there is something deeply wrong with that lad.
I didn't get to look at him. Illingsworth, can you describe him in more detail? And you do.
I don't know how.
And you do. I've heard everything that's been said about him to everybody. And,
well, actually, you know what? Actually, make yourself an education roll.
Okay.
How accurate can you make this description?
I'm okay with that.
Could I also assist with attempt to fill in details because I did get close to it?
Likewise,
Baker also got a good look at him. Yeah.
Baker
I think Ambrose was the only one who wasn't up close with this.
I was not up close with him.
Because
when I got up close, I didn't even pay attention to that guy. I was totally focused on Evans, who was gonna fucking die in a minute.
Also, didn't Baker hear something about the training regiment, Josh?
Yes. He strictly follows what he calls the scientific method, but he did not go into any details. He just said that he was using science to hit harder.
Interesting.
How'd you guys do on educations?
I got a regular success.
Regular? How'd Baker do? Did he chime in with the description?
I will spend 3 luck to
for a success too.
For success.
Okay, Salt's not real. Doesn't elucidate well.
So between the three of you, get a reasonable description.
Oh, okay.
It's not great.
Yeah.
You wouldn't want to diagnose based on just the description.
Okay. But something's wrong. But he's messed up.
They can all agree that about the eyes being too far apart.
Mm-hmm.
The nose and ears suggesting he's taking a lot of punches.
That man fell out of the ugly tree and hit every single branch on the way down face first.
Yeah. That's valid.
That's not way to
All right.
It really was for them hard to tell how much of it was naturally ugly and how much of it is the kind of damage you take engaging in boxing.
Very strange. Very strange. Well, there might be some answers in Rutland Village.
I would like to know where they go. Why they take the way they go? Yeah,
that's a good question.
The Roman road. It's much longer.
That seems to be a key question.
Yeah, you told us all about this.
Why would you go away that, judging by where you were, is probably more than an hour longer?
And that's when Baker chimes in and lets them know that he's prepped a bag and is heading out in the morning to trek this road and see what's down there.
Would horses help?
Horses would help.
There's more. The moors, is there marshland or whatever? Horses probably wouldn't do.
There were bogs. But if we stick to the road's above the bog.
True.
How described it. Dr. Payne's not real familiar with horses. He asked if it'd be quicker or better.
This is kind of a yellow brick road, don't get off the path kind of thing.
Yeah. How many of you have a ride at least 25?
No. 5%, baby. I can basically mount a horse and stay on top of it.
Oh, yeah.
I have a ride of 50.
Holy shit, he does. Yeah, he does.
I'm the coachman.
Yeah. So remember, 25 is the basic competence level. The mores and conditions out there, I would honestly suggest if you're not at least a 25 at ride, it could be a tough go. For those of you who are competent at riding, it should be easy.
It'll be fine. Yeah.
For those who are inexperienced riders,
bad rider.
That's potentially dangerous terrain.
I've heard all kinds of stories. Horses just naturally know how to move themselves about, right? Isn't that correct? I don't know. Miss Ambrose, I have a question for you.
Until they don't.
It might have just flown from my head that quickly.
Sorry.
No, it's not your fault. It's not your fault because what you said was funny. Now, Lord Kreiner wouldn't tell anybody who was fighting today, but obviously he got word to Michael, Mr. Boyle, one of these two fellas. Does he send do you think he sends a man down there, or how do you think? You seem to know a bit about pugilism. How do you think he gets word in advance so that they can be there? I mean, he doesn't write him a letter, obviously, because he doesn't seem to know who's fighting till he decides that day or the day before. Any idea?
Well, this seems to be different than the usual, I will say. I don't know exactly how he's decided to do it.
All right. I suppose you could just send a lad down
It's also
there when he
possible,
knows.
given what you know about how fights are set up weeks and months in advance, it's also
Yeah.
entirely possible he did know, he's just not telling.
Okay.
Yeah,
Mm.
that's
Okay, she
kind of
tells
what
me
I
that.
He's
had
being,
assumed.
yeah.
Okay. Oh, that makes sense.
Yes, I think he's just being quite secretive.
Well, he says
Or-
he doesn't
Next
know.
game,
or dramatic.
He says he
Yes.
doesn't know who's fighting in the next fight on Tuesday. I don't believe I'm at liberty to say anything
Wednesday.
about it. Wednesday. That's right. Tomorrow's Tuesday.
But what we know so far is it's going to be a gloved exhibition given by Professor Stern.
Okay, so
what we
everybody
do not
knows
know
that.
is
That's-
who he will be fighting. So we know everything
So-
except his opponent.
Do you think he already knows?
That's a good question.
He didn't act like he knew.
He could have just been acting.
Hmm.
We can ask him tomorrow.
I'll be
or-
doing psychology checks on Kreiner every single time he speaks from now on, Kevin.
Yeah, sounds good.
Till I catch him in a lie, and then I'll just keep doing it.
And honestly, from Ms. Ambrose's experience at this, odds are he does know. He's simply increasing the drama.
Yeah, that's
Show me
kind of the vibe I was
Okay.
getting. Okay, okay, cool.
I mean,
Don't
after
like that
all,
at all.
he's in that sense, he's a fight promoter.
Yeah.
He's generating talk and drama and not putting everything on the table right away.
Mm-hmm.
He
So then
knows
people
who's
are
going
like,
to fight on
"Ooh,
Wednesday.
who do you think is going to fight on
Yeah, and
Wednesday?"
listen to people speculate about it. It's a topic of conversation.
I don't.
That's from
speculate at all.
Moran. That's that way too.
In other words, if you know the fight game, and you do, that's the most likely explanation.
Now is that is? Go ahead, Conrad.
I was just going to ask. Salt would ask the good doctor if he could be excused from his normal duties tomorrow to accompany Mr. Baker along the Roman road.
Of course. Baker, I was thinking of going with you as well. I haven't seen this road very far yet.
Very good, doctor.
If that's all right.
Of course.
Yeah,
Okay.
as do I.
Well, then I think we have a plan for Tuesday.
Mr.
Yeah.
Are you going to bring your dog again,
Is-
Illingsworth?
Is Ambrose going?
I'll see if I can borrow another dog from Kreiner or whatever. But
Not Crichton.
Or-
What's his face?
Did
Flood-
Ambrose
Flood-
say
Sir
you're coming along
George.
as
Sir
well?
George Flood. Yeah. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, Fledger. Yeah.
Say that again.
Yeah, who will probably be happy to loan you a dog.
Is Ambrose joining us on our trek tomorrow? I'm not sure if I heard.
I'd like to. I think it would be quite fun.
Okay. So is everyone.
We're
Right.
going tomorrow. Here's one question that Ambrose might have forgotten. Are you going to schmooze up to Crichton to try to get to fight Jem Stern? Because
I
that's
feel
something that you do without us.
I know Stern, or at least know of Stern.
We've crossed paths with him a couple of times.
Yeah. So I feel like I'd want to ask him first, like, hey, is there already somebody like booked for you to do this bout with?
Okay, so you catch him later that night,
Okay.
and you'll actually find him. He's actually staying in a house downtown.
Oh, okay. So
a
he has
place
friends
owned-
here.
Yeah, a place owned by Mr. Margate, who's a local.
Cool.
So you'll find him there. And long story short, because he'll sit down, and the two of you will actually end up talking, sport for a while. So you'll probably be there the better part of an hour.
They had coffee earlier. Ooh.
This is true.
Ooh.
Elation.
You'll also run into Mr. Egan, who's leaving as you arrive. And what Stern will tell you is that Egan was trying to get the matches out of him in advance. Because Egan figured it out too. That Crichton knows. He's just being close.
He's
He's playing it. He's playing it close.
Cool.
Yeah, actually, he does know who it is for Wednesday, but he promised Lord Crichton he wouldn't say.
Mm.
Lovely. I
Oh.
was just making sure that there was somebody.
Now, the more important question he has for you is, do you want to engage in an exhibition as well?
I do so very badly. I don't want to make it all about me, but it would be a lot of fun.
Well, of course, nobody wants to make it all about themselves. But knowing when he heard that you were coming, he took the liberty of writing to Miss Wilkerson, who should be here within the next day or two, and would be willing to engage in a gloved exhibition.
Delightful.
So he can't be certain of the schedule until she arrives. He was actually expecting her today.
Oh. Well,
and,
things happen.
He's not worried yet.
Yeah.
In travel like this, if someone's a day or two late, it's no need to panic yet. If she doesn't show up by the end of the week, then he's going to start to worry.
Yeah.
But when she arrives, he'll talk to her about that. If you're interested.
Yes.
Good. So he'll set that up when he'll let you know when she arrives and set that up.
Wonderful.
And again, they're going to call it an exhibition.
Yeah.
The difference, incidentally, is that in an exhibition, gloves are used.
Yeah.
It's not quite the modern boxing glove, but it's a hand protector.
It's something.
Yeah, as opposed to a championship fight where it's, anything goes. One is with the gloves, it's also harder to grapple and throw. Mm-hmm. Whereas in a bare knuckle fight, you're welcome to grapple and throw or push your opponent as well.
It's like a few ounces like glove compared to I don't know, is it a full pound of modern boxing gloves or something?
No, they're smaller than the modern glove.
I know, I understand that, but yeah.
Baker's expedition tomorrow. Does he want to follow the Roman road, or are we going to go to Rutland, or would he prefer to go to Rutland to ask a few questions, or try to do both?
I'd be able to do both if you leave early enough.
That's what I want. This is Baker's idea. He's already kitted out. What's his preference on this?
Okay, so Ms. Ambrose will get home and get some sleep then.
Yeah.
Because you guys want to start early to follow the Roman road.
If we can hit two birds with one stone, then yes.
Okay.
Get up early, get down the road, see.
Well, and I'll tell him at a certain point, this road goes to Rutland, and I could tell him that point, But
and of course, if you're in Rutland by the time it gets dark, you can follow the main road home.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. We could probably.
Yeah, that's much less of a problem.
It raises the question, Dr. Payne.
Yes.
If we get to that point, how are you going to fare?
I will not be needed until Wednesday. I'm sorry.
You could also stay in Rutland, theoretically.
Oh, that's what I mean.
Oh, that's right. That's right. You don't know about that.
Okay,
maybe he's figured it out. I haven't actually told anybody about it. You might have noticed that I drink a lot when I feel like I'm going to have to go out. And as a matter of fact, Kevin, I will see if Salt. Make sure Salt. Does Salt carry a flask? I'm gonna find out if Salt carries a flask.
Baker would have noticed that since it's been a while since I've seen Dr. Payne out at night.
That is true, and I don't come to the club at night anymore at all. So yeah, I guess it's not a stretch to have figured out that. I don't know what you're talking about. It'll be fine.
And you do sometimes make excuses not to accompany people on anything and ask what time it is. Yeah, I'm not surprised if he's worked it out.
I don't start looking at my watch kind of compulsively until 4 or 5 in the afternoon.
Yep.
When the sun starts getting a little low on the horizon.
Do you ask me about that though, Baker? Does Baker
and he reads the almanac and knows what time sunset is.
Oh, okay.
Well, I don't think I'm going to ask right now, but I might ask on our way in as I see the sun's getting low, and you don't have an immediate escape route.
Okay. No,
I'd forgotten about that. Thank you for reminding me.
So Tuesday morning, then, you grab a dog, grab your gear. I know some of you packed a go bag. I'm imagining since you can make this essentially a hunting party, no reason not to pack guns if you want them.
Guns.
Yay, guns!
And a lunch.
I'm take my rifle.
Salt, you have a question?
Well, actually, before we leave, I'm going to dig into the very bottom of my bag, and I'm going to take a little, a sort of a bundle of cloth out, bound with just some simple twine, unsheathing it and revealing a nasty-looking golden dagger that I'm just going to take a moment to look at, recover, and then put in the bottom of my bag for the day.
Okay.
So it's going
Come
with
back
you?
later.
So it's coming with me.
But none of us see this. None of us got a clue.
This will be my treasured possession.
Cool.
This is your mystery mouse Cthulhu.
Yeah. So no one saw that, except
no one saw that. Just I'm taking the golden dagger and I'm putting it in my bag based on my experience yesterday, just in case.
I'm handing you something.
This would be a cinematic moment. That if this was a movie, there'd be a cutaway showing the character doing that.
It could be a cutaway in a book too, describing it.
Yeah.
That morning I will be handing Salt here. He's bringing a bag with him then, right?
Absolutely.
Yes. Put this in your bag, but be very careful with it. You can smell the gunpowder. It's like a pound of fucking gunpowder, and you know that's a fraction of the amount that I brought when we came. But it's a pound. It's a lot of gunpowder.
You also did you bring a firearm? Or wait, let me rephrase that. How many firearms is Dr. Payne carrying?
Pistol, rifle.
Okay. So one rifle musket, one conventional pistol, one lock handle pistol.
Yes. Okay. And then they're all loaded. I've also got extra shot. Conrad has got the extra. He's got the extra gunpowder in case we need it for some reason.
Yeah. And given that you've become a little more concerned with firearms, you've probably even acquired a proper powder horn.
Sure. Yeah. And I'm carrying that, and then I've got the shot.
Yep. Yeah. That comes. It's actually a horn, and the idea is that it's got a capacity. It's got a part at the front. But when you tip it down to that, it fills with the right amount for one shot.
Perfect.
So then you pour that out and then refill that part. It makes it easier to load.
Yep. And of course, flask.
They're used frequently by soldiers.
And I'd probably have like a little satchel, and there's probably some snacks and that kind of thing. And probably a few medical supplies, not a full kit, but just some bandages and a couple of tools in case somebody gets injured.
Anybody else taking anything exciting?
I also have a pistol.
Yeah, I was going to take my pistol.
Okay, so some small firearms, some large firearms.
I was going to take a rifle for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, you want your hunting rifle.
Yeah, with my little bayonet, bayonet, just in case.
Yeah, which also effectively serves as a hunting knife.
Salt will probably...
Yeah, I mean, I've heard there's boar in the area, so.
Well, that's essentially what we would call a survival knife or a hunting knife. Like you can use it to say cut firewood as well.
Yeah.
Salt's probably carrying my rifle for me.
Okay.
Absolutely, I've got it on my back.
I don't have any kind of a strap on it. It's just a rifle.
No,
easy to acquire a strap.
Yeah.
That's literally the kind of thing you can make.
It's my hunting.
It's the kind of thing
in the house.
It's the kind of thing he can make from a piece of cloth.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
Take a ribbon or an old belt, or an old necktie.
Yes,
and just attach it to 2 points.
You've been hunting with me before, Salt. You know, I'll basically hold out my hand for it when I need it.
Yeah.
And then shoot at something and probably miss. You're used to that.
Okay.
And then I'll go, excellent shot.
Yes, exactly. And I'm always like, I could have been better.
What kind of dog am I able to get from Crichton?
He'll loan you one of his hunting hounds.
A bloodhound?
So, yeah, like a bloodhound, a Great Dane, or like...
Is it big or is it small?
Well, this is a large dog. This is one of the I forgot what the proper breed is. They're the kind used for things like fox hunting.
Okay.
Okay, so that's a hound. That's a hound.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And
you don't want the whole. You don't want a whole pack, right? Just one.
No.
Take a whole pack. It'd be cool. That'd be a pain in the ass.
I do have a 50 in animal handling. I think.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Maybe that would.
It'd certainly be a sight.
Yeah. So take the dog, a hound dog, with you. Okay. So with that, then by about 7 a.m., you want to be, a quick breakfast, and you're on the way.
Mm-hmm.
It'll take you the better part of an hour to reach the road. So you're basically over the outer parts of the farm area. It's through the bog a bit, and there's the Roman road. So the first mile or two is tough going. Then you're on the road, and then things get easier. Because now Roman roads are flat. They're designed for rapid hiking. And it'll take you basically another hour to go 5-ish miles to the turnoff point. So this is where the trail that goes through the moor to Rutland village hooks off from the road. In other words, now you're at a choice. If you follow the trail, you head toward Rutland village. If you stay on the road, you're going to parts unknown.
What should we do first, Baker?
Let's go to parts unknown.
I think that was the plan, because Rutland village easier to navigate home from in the dark.
I will say, from here on is Rutland. I can tell you that much. So
yeah, from here it's about 3 miles to Rutland. It'll take you, given that it's a bog, it'll probably take you about an hour to get there from here.
Okay.
More in the dark.
Sorry.
Mm-hmm. I didn't bring a lantern of any kind. I don't plan to be out here after dark.
Okay. So continue to follow the road, and the Roman road will take you. You pass another, roughly counting your steps. In other words, keeping a rough track in your head of how far you've gone. You pass a mile, 2, 3, and at that point, the road seems to give way. Like part of it is clearly sunk into the bogland. So this appears to be as far as the road goes. But there's also something to be seen here. It's part of a wall. It's a stone wall. So in the middle of nowhere, surrounded by bogland, is a very obvious man-made artifact. A long stone wall.
Does the road go directly at the wall, or is it on one side of the
It's hard to tell now because the road is kind of sunk at this point.
Okay.
So as if the whole ground has shifted underneath it over the years. So it's possible this road went directly to whatever that wall was, or the road went right past it.
Is the wall perpendicular to us, or is it kind of going on a parallel path?
It's from your perspective, it's at about a 50-degree angle.
Mm.
Okay.
So if the road continued straight, assume for a moment that the road was straight.
It goes into.
If so, then the road would have passed this wall, and in that case, ahead of you there might be a gate or a doorway.
Oh.
Was this a fort? The Camden, something like that.
How much is
now that we're in a new area, Salt would be doing his best to listen for any the sounds of birds reacting to something moving about, any unusual noises, or even voices in the distance.
Okay. So you're welcome to make either a listen or natural world roll. That's true of everybody, by the way.
I would prefer a listen roll.
What the hell is that
So
thing?
listen will tell you if there are noises. Natural world will tell you what they mean.
What is that? It's
Natural
an either
world.
or.
Well, you can use either one.
Okay.
Point is that if you listen, a successful listen roll will tell you if there's anything to be heard.
Right. Okay. Let's listen.
But a natural world roll will tell you things like, okay, the difference between I hear a bird and I know what kind of bird it is.
Failure.
Failure.
Regular success for either natural world or listen.
Okay. And Mr. Illingsworth, are you trying this as well?
I failed.
Okay, so Baker's the only one then. Yep. Yeah, Baker's the only one. So with your number good enough to succeed at both, you will notice the lack of wildlife here. Now, granted the lack of trees in this kind of bogland, the lack of birds doesn't strike you as particularly surprising. But usually you get some marsh wildlife, and you're not seeing any.
Not even like insects.
At the moment, no, not even insects.
September
And that's where it starts to get. Now, by September,
in England.
Yeah.
there's not a lot of insects, but you still expect to see some.
Oh, was it a nice day?
Oh,
Yeah.
Or at least it's turning into one.
Yay.
Yay!
How's the dog reacting? Or is the dog just following commands pretty much?
The dog is staying with you and doing what you tell it to. It's a well-trained hound. On the other hand,
He's a good boy.
you can see it looking around,
Okay.
and the dog it lowers its tail. It's very much in danger mode.
Okay.
where are
Like the
its
dog is
ears?
occasionally reacting like there's going to be a fight. Like there's
Okay.
something hostile nearby.
While they're all
Are
listening and
the,
dealing with dogs, can I go down
Are
and
the
start
ears-
testing the bog to see if we can get to this wall?
are the
Okay.
ears kind of pointing in all directions, or are they pointing in one direction?
The ears rotate periodically, and the dog rotates itself periodically, as if the threat is coming from everywhere at once,
Oh,
or it can't identify what direction a potential threat is coming from.
It's fine.
It's not barking though. A dog like this, if it sensed an actual predator or a prey animal, would bark,
Hmm.
unless you specifically told it to be quiet.
It's just
So-
acting as if it's got a general anxiety.
Like the way an animal like that acts if, say, a predator is nearby,
Hmm.
and it's also staying close to Mr. Illingsworth.
You
That's a
described it
defensive
as
move as
kind of
well.
that
If there is a
as
predator nearby, it's counting on the nearby human to defend it.
Well,
You described we were at a
next
fork in
biggest
the
thing.
road.
No, we're
I
not
didn't
at
hear
the fork.
I didn't hear what you said.
We're at the end of the
Are we
road.
at a fork?
Yeah, no, the road ends here because apparently just some of it just collapsed into the bog.
Okay.
Mm.
So
The berm the road
does-
is sitting on has failed here.
Okay. Do we see it continue further on, or is this like definitive?
From here, you can't. It might, but you're just not seeing it from the moment. Now, Dr. Payne, I believe, stepped off the road a bit to begin to explore the bog.
I was heading towards the wall. I just want to see how bad it is.
You can reach the wall by hiking through a bit of mud.
It's a bit muddy, but I think we could make it to this wall.
Yeah, it can be done. You're just going to have to hike through some mud.
I'm gonna follow after Dr. Payne, keeping within an arm's reach, so I can give him his rifle if need be.
Okay. Also, Dr. Payne, since you are the first to step off the road there, you should make a spot hidden roll before you do.
Sure.
I was getting a sense of the bog of eternal despair.
No,
No,
it
there's
doesn't
probably
smell
not that
that
many
bad.
trees. Isn't that from Princess Bride?
No,
Oh,
I'm thinking more never-ending story in our text.
I'm
I was
don't
thinking
remember that.
thinking Labyrinth. Oh no, that's the Bog of Eternal Stench.
Yeah.
but there's not with the
there's
there's
a
not
lot of bugs.
there's not a lot of trees
There's a
around
lot of
us
bogs.
though, right?
Yeah, there's almost no trees.
Because the one from A Never-Ending Story, there were like trees, quite a few trees. The one from Princess Bride was just like nothing but trees. Spot hidden.
Wasn't that the fire swamp
Oh, I bet it was 88 out
Yeah.
of 30. Big fail.
with the rodents of unusual size?
The Roasses.
Right. Yep.
Yeah.
What the hell's the name of the freaking black dog? I cannot find it in my notes anywhere. What's he
Old
called?
Shuck.
Old
Oh.
Shuck.
Yeah, old
Oh,
shot.
Thank you. I'm sorry. I looked and looked and looked while you guys were doing your stuff, and
So
Not the black dog. Like the Black Panther, right?
well, it's
The
more of a
dog,
cat. Yeah, it
panther.
seems like more of
Yeah.
a cat. Yeah.
Yeah.
whatever it is, well, we're not sure what it is, other than it's Old Shuck.
It's old shot.
I failed my spot hidden.
So you step into the bog and move a couple of steps toward the wall,
Yeah,
and
sure.
it's only then that you realize they're tracking through footprints.
There's footprints here.
You've just tracked through them.
Oh, damn!
Someone else was
Damn
here
it.
Are
more
there
recently.
more ahead of me?
By the time you've noticed it, you've kind of tracked through them.
Damn! I think
In other
there were
words,
some
anyone-
footprints here.
Anyone who wants to make a tracking roll is going to have to do so at disadvantage.
Damn!
Nah.
I'm gonna make a
How do
tracking
we-
roll.
how do we-
I'm right there.
how
I'm
do we
gonna
do
just look
dis-
around.
disadvantage?
You're welcome to have a go at it,
Oh, disadvantage.
and with a disadvantage because you just tracked through them.
No, 33 or 63 are both fails. So
what about the dog? Can I get the dog to try to pick something up?
Well, the
He's gonna
dog
come to
can
me.
confirm what he thought, that someone's been here.
Damn.
But that doesn't help much here.
Sorry.
Mud does a great job of
Okay.
covering scent. So really
Yeah.
all that's left is, can you tell how many people? And Dr. Payne has already traipsed through a lot of what would have been potentially useful tracks.
Well, have I reached the wall yet?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not
Damn.
far.
Does anyone see any other tracks? I don't want to traipse through them either.
I attempt to peer over the. How tall is the wall?
Oh, that's a good question.
From where you're standing, it averages between 8 and maybe 15 feet. It's not even.
Wow. That's
Okay.
big.
In other words, this was once probably 1, even, and 2, taller.
Mm-hmm.
This is a ruin, is what it is.
So how far does it go lengthwise?
So probably about from where you're standing, from where you're assuming there might have been an entrance, is probably 70 to 80 feet visible in one direction, and maybe 50 to 60 in the other. So maybe 140 to 150 feet in width.
And we think that there's like a hole in the middle probably between these two.
Yeah, this was probably part of a structure.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Is it climbable? I mean, is it still a wall, or is it more of a pile of stones?
Oh, it's still a wall. What's standing is still a wall.
Okay.
But once you've actually moved up to it, you'll notice that nearby there are other places where it is a pile of stones. In other words, what you're seeing is the only part of it that is still intact.
Mm.
There's clearly more here, but this is the only wall that is still standing as a wall.
Is there any way to tell which side of the wall we're on now, the inside or the outside?
Not particularly. But hold that thought a sec.
Okay.
Did anyone make the tracking roll, or want to do so?
I don't think so.
I would have succeeded if I didn't have to take disadvantage.
Sorry.
As well?
You don't know that.
Yeah.
My first roll, actually, no, my second roll was better than my first roll.
See, failures are more fun than successes anyway.
Oh, did anyone succeed?
I'll try.
It's like a 10% chance if you're not trained.
Well, less than 10 if you have to do it twice.
Nope.
Somebody trampled through it.
I was framed. I was set up by the GM.
What's that?
No, disadvantage.
So those were the tracks were trampled over.
There's got to be more tracks around here.
As for the wall itself, it's a good bet that you were on the outside, because where you thought the road might intersect it, on the inside, we'll call it the inside for now, more piled stones, and at one point, a set of flat stones that were probably once a floor.
Awesome. Let's get to those.
So that way, that means that the side you're currently on is probably what was the interior. So this was less a defensive structure and more a building.
So these are not, these are building walls, not walls around a fort or something.
Yeah, this was a building.
Do you think this is...
There's also large, now that you're inside, there's large rounded pieces. Almost certainly once columns.
You think this was the temple everyone's looking for?
Could be.
As good a bet as any right now.
Oh, so George is going to be very happy.
I'll believe I was there when someone mentioned that temples were at intersections in the road. Sorry, I'm speaking out of turn.
I think they could have been, yes. Salt, I believe that was mentioned at some point, that in many cases, or some cases, I don't remember exactly.
Which means there might have been another road here at some point, and that the road you were following may have intersected another road at some point, which is apparently no longer here either.
Mm-hmm.
Then again, I'm not sure why the building seems to have fallen over. Those are clearly, now that you're actually getting a chance to walk around them, those are clearly columns.
Kick some mud off.
That probably once supported a roof and are now laying in large broken cylinders on their sides.
Oh. I'm going to look around.
It looks like at some point the building just gave up and fell down.
Maybe it did.
Yeah. And the more as you guys spread out now and have a look around, you could get a sense of how big it was. 150 feet on a side to maybe 70 feet on a side. So a rectangle, basically about 150 by 70. Parts of the floor survive.
Okay.
So at certain points, you can actually find what are clearly flagstones that make up part of the floor. At another point, some of the flagstones have been deliberately pried up. Like there's pieces where it's clear that someone, after the disaster or whatever took this place apart, took essentially a crowbar, pried up some of the flagstones and took them.
We've got the floor. Is it? Go ahead, Aaron.
Yeah, like are the flagstones of like different? Like is some like marble or is it granite or like I don't know? Are they different types of stones? I don't know if my guy would know what is what.
Natural World would tell you that.
Basalt.
What kind of stone you're looking at here?
It's always basalt.
No, so not sure. How much do you really know about polished stone?
Not a thing.
Yeah. Oh, it's polished stone. It's stone.
Yeah.
Someone
Right.
scoured it, carved it,
Is there
flattened
debris?
it, then set it as a floor all over.
Okay, so we could. It looks like a building at some point collapsed.
Yeah.
And
The fallen
floor,
columns
there's
are the fallen columns are proof of that for sure.
Okay.
The structure collapsed.
Okay.
And much of the debris you're seeing is almost certainly what was the exterior wall.
Also fell over.
It looks like the building fell over, and as you make your way around it, best guess suggests that the whole thing kind of tipped. Like at some point, imagine at some point someone got underneath and it just sort of raised one end by 10 degrees.
So
and the whole building went crump.
So one side's higher than the other.
Not so much anymore.
Oh, that's true. Okay.
But it fell. It looks like it fell at one point because the fallen columns are all facing the same direction. The debris of the outer wall marks parts of the outer wall, but parts of the inner wall, parts of the interior are clear of debris where it fell outward.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying is between all of those things, you can put together the fact that it appears that the building basically tumbled in one direction at one point. So, shifting ground, earthquake.
So we're getting wall bits. We're finding like bits of the roof, we think, in other places. Yeah. Okay. Huh.
So
any sign
clearly parts of the exterior wall, possibly parts of the roof, definitely columns that probably once supported the roof.
Any signs of anyone else having been here?
Well,
obvious signs, obviously, because my spot hitting obviously sucks.
Yeah, I mean, you saw there were tracks of some sort. So clearly someone has been here.
Any further sign people have been here? Like in the structure itself, the ruins?
For that, you'll need another tracking roll. Again, everyone can attempt it.
Still with disadvantage or now?
No disadvantage now. Now you're working within some places flagstone.
You can't blame me for this one.
No.
Oh, 67.
Still your fault.
Yeah.
Nope.
93. Woo!
Wow.
Yeah.
We suck.
Any luck? Anybody?
Like a dragon.
And the dog won't help you much here, other than knowing that you need people here.
Yeah, we're just trying to see if there's any sign of anybody having been here. Well,
so it's possible, but you're not seeing any direct indicators of where they might have. I mean, someone came here because you saw the tracks you trampled over. But what you're not finding is where they went.
Luck to make it a success. So,
so someone came here. There's no sense of what they did when they got here.
Kevin,
they just turned around and left.
Oh, sorry. Kevin, you said that several of the flagstones looked like they had been someone had taken a crowbar to them.
Yep.
Can I attempt to walk over to one of the flagstones that looks like it's been moved or shifted and just try and grab at it and see if there's any gap that I could start lifting?
Well, You can actually. Someone pried up some of the floor where it's exposed, which means if you had a pry bar, you could also pry up some of the floor and take it with you if you wanted.
What about Illingsworth's spear?
Did you bring a pry bar?
His bayonet.
Yeah, you probably could use that and pry up a stone if you really wanted to. You should make yourself a luck roll while you're at it.
Yep. Let's
Did
see.
you really though? I would think that would be too thin or something.
Dude, those things are like thick and heavy
I don't-
knives.
I don't have a pry bar on me. Does anyone have anything I could use for leverage?
Oh, good
I
question.
again point to Illingsworth and his
Yeah, a survival
bayonet
knife
that's in the...
might be used for that purpose.
Yeah, I say I'll hang out the bayonet. Or whatever.
How'd you do on that luck roll, by the way?
I have a hammer.
Who's making the luck roll?
Sorry.
There's a salt.
I failed.
Okay, nothing there.
Oh, no.
A hammer. The handle of a hammer might also be used for that purpose.
Could be.
I don't have a
I could
hammer.
lend you my hammer. I don't know how much help it'll be.
You have a
I promise I'll
hammer.
be good. And I take
An
it.
odd
Why?
thing to back,
Apparently
but okay.
I do.
Why do you have a
It is-
hammer?
I don't know. I have written it down at some point
I'm asking
in
a
my item.
character to you. Why do you have a hammer?
I don't fucking know.
No, I'm asking you in character. You say I don't
Oh,
fucking know.
sorry. Well, you know, you always need something to protect yourself, and sometimes I don't feel like having a gun on me.
A hammer.
Where I'm from, sir, it is actually common practice for ladies to carry around a bludgeoning implement, just in case.
Well,
Yes.
I could see a cosh or a club, but a hammer?
That pins
Sounds a
work too.
little big.
What kind of hammer is that? Is it like a carpenter's hammer, or is it for like beating, like tenderizing meat, or what's this thing look
I'm
like?
guessing like a ball peen hammer,
Yeah, like
like the kind you use
whatever
to
I
drive
had
nails with.
around.
It drives the nails. Okay, all right. I'm.
Yeah.
Did you pick it up during the last scenario?
No,
I may have.
I don't think so.
know.
I don't
remember.
remember there ever being a hammer anywhere.
No, I
something at
just
the bottom. You packed your kit for this hike, and
yeah.
for some reason there's a
brought
hammer.
my
You
hammer.
brought your engraved
Also-
hammer.
I mean,
I have panty liners and bandages as well. Apparently,
I'm
So,
just perplexed.
I'm
at
well
a woman
equipped.
carrying a hammer. Despite what
To be
Salt
fair-
says, I don't believe women carry hammers. Hat
Yeah,
pins,
I
I
think
have
maybe.
my hammer.
I suspect
To be
somebody else
fair-
probably dropped that in your bag and you forgot to put it down. You just
Mm.
forgot to take it out at some point, and it's still there.
I have
To be
so
fair-
much in my actual bag as well.
to be fair, it will get the point across.
Honestly, you probably packed it once for driving stakes to form a ring.
Oh, that makes
That
sense.
makes a
And
lot more
forgot to take it out of your bag.
That's not what she told me. So that's fine.
Yeah,
I
that's-
use this for
it-
self-defense.
It sounds cooler to say self-defense. The reality is you probably brought it to drive stakes.
Okay.
So I
Is-
take the
And
hammer
forgot you had it until you just went in your bag and realized, oh, it's still here. Had to put that away and just totally did it.
I just can't. Payne can't get over. Who carries a hammer?
Okay, so I'm using the hammer as leverage to try and pry up the flagstones.
Yeah, you can pry a flagstone up. And
Okay.
if you're inclined, now free flagstone.
Hey.
You
Anything
have
of
a
note?
roughly 150-pound stone.
Jesus
It's about
Christ.
a foot by 2 feet.
150
Wow.
pounds?
And, if you took this with you, you could use it to build something.
What's,
nice.
what's it look
Any-
like underneath there?
Yeah.
Is it dirt?
There's, underneath is less dirt
Mhm.
and more what appears to be wood. There's a basement. There's a lower floor.
I would like to, before we start digging, I would like to look at that, and then I want to go to some of the other spots where there's flagstones missing and compare. Do these other flagstones look like they were more recently taken, or is it like dirt in those spots? Like it's been years since they were taken?
Most of those are dirt. They were
Okay.
taken years ago.
Okay.
Anyone?
Just curious.
Okay, once again, no one has at least 25 in history. Huh?
Let me check.
9.
How do you have a 9 in history?
Oh, damn.
I don't know. I think I made a history check at one point and
You
got
must
a
have.
couple
No.
points in it.
I thought it was starting at 10.
No, it
Never
starts at
mind.
5. They don't teach
Yeah,
us much
starts at
history
5.
in the Regency era.
Yeah,
Unfortunately, Connor had a pretty good history score.
which is?
Yeah.
'Cause
Oh
he
yeah.
studied.
I have a 19
well,
in
He's
history.
dead.
You're welcome.
Ooh.
You're welcome to make a roll if you want. Explain what happened to the tiles.
I'm guessing medieval farmers took them, personally.
Nope.
Oh my god, caught.
94.
Yeah.
49
I'm
out of
guessing-
9.
I'm guessing people used them as tombstone markers.
Pretty much what the two of them just said. So I'm not sure if the characters know this, but at a meta level, medieval people just recycled them.
I
Yep.
think
They pried them up and took them for building materials.
I think we would probably have an idea about that. That
Yeah, at some point you may figure that out.
old Roman ruins are often used up.
Yeah.
Quarried.
Quarried.
Except this was a long way out, so they quarried a few of them and then probably decided the hike back with them wasn't worth it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, how there's a basement.
But yeah, there was a
should
lower,
there be a
there was a
door?
lower level.
Do you think there's an entrance?
Gotta be,
Might be.
unless something has collapsed over it.
Oh.
Let's find it.
There's got to be an entrance. The
You've got
question
a
is it
hammer.
still accessible?
Smash that wood there.
Yeah, we could look for an
See how
entrance, or we could attempt to make our own.
Is it dangerous making our own entrance? Could it lead to a
Oh,
collapse?
certainly.
Oh,
That-
man.
Let's
definitely.
do it.
Definitely.
Does any of you know anything about engineering?
No.
Nope.
Because the question of could it cause a collapse is very much as a question to ask someone who
Oh.
knows something about structural engineering or say
And my archaeology is a 1 as well.
I have natural
Archaeology-
philosophy at 21%.
How about
archaeology or
hieroglyphics?
archaeology or architecture would help you here.
I don't have archaeology. I have natural philosophy.
That
That's
one I'll give
basic
it to you.
sciences, I believe, if I remember correctly, for this era.
It is, and that's the kind of thing that tells you that a collapse is possible. You should ask someone who knows archaeology or
Okay.
architecture.
I don't have either one.
21 in natural philosophy tells you which
No.
skill you need
Okay.
to correctly answer this question.
Well, I got a 50 out of 1, so that doesn't help.
Could we bring the Lord?
We'll be fine.
Sorry.
So
Lord, is it Lord? Not Lord Crichton.
Sir George? Floodya?
Yeah, the person we're staying with, who is
Sir George
interested
Floodya.
in
Yeah, Sir George
Sir George,
Fletcher.
yes. Sir George, yes.
No. I don't believe he'll have time until all of this is over to come. Am I wrong, Kevin?
probably not.
In that?
Probably not. But at some point, he will want to know about this.
Well, no, yeah, we should tell him. Of course, we should tell him. But if we find a basement full of Roman architecture, full of artifacts, he'll be much more excited. And Miss Ambrose seems very interested in finding this basement.
So the question is how to find it then.
Mhm.
Yeah, what kind of are the piles pretty big in sections? None of us know Roman architecture.
No.
Yeah.
I know
So
Egypt,
it's-
and
so
that's
it's-
it.
Oh wait, do you have any points in archaeology? You don't have any points in archaeology, just Egypt.
No, just hieroglyphics and
I don't think anybody does.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So at this point, it's going to be spread out, and everyone should make a spot hidden roll and see if you can find something that points you in the right direction.
And let's follow it up with luck checks.
All right.
I think I found something. Collapse. Ah!
Damn!
Another fail.
I'm not burning that much luck either, so
Damn.
I failed.
No, I
I
failed too.
succeeded. I
Regular
do good.
success.
Yes! Baker
Regular
got it.
success.
Yay!
And
Well,
I
regular.
get a
Good
hard
job.
success.
Hard
success.
success.
okay, so
Ooh.
Oh, indeed.
it's a good hour of digging before Ms. Ambrose finds something. And the reason
I found it.
the reason it takes longer is what you're looking for is actually up against one of the columns.
Oh.
And then what the clue is that the fact that the column, the broken piece of column,
Mhm.
has a pile of rubbish next to it. And it's clear that that rubbish has been moved.
Mhm.
Okay, so
Oh.
someone's been
In other
here
words,
and down here.
you need to move some of that rubbish
Just like someone else.
because someone else moved the rubbish on top of the entrance.
And she tells us this.
Ah.
Soren?
Yeah.
You tell us all this?
Are you informing people that you found this?
Yeah,
Or are
I'm
you
like,
just digging rubbish out of the
Or
way
do you just say,
yourself?
let's move this rubbish, I bet it's under there.
I'm like screaming, I found it! And then I start moving things.
So you do not tell us someone covered this up, right?
I feel like you could put two and two together from me starting
Works for
to
me,
push
works
things
for me.
away.
And
Remarkable,
then
well
a moment,
done.
and then a moment later, Baker will realize what it is that Ambrose is looking at, and realize,
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
she's clearing an entrance.
I'll help.
Mhm.
So it'll take you only a couple of minutes. It's not much. In other words, there's just enough rubbish on the entrance to obscure it.
So it's like stones
I-
and just like bits
Yeah,
and pieces of
basically,
broken.
someone has taken
I yell
the
to
movable
the
parts
others,
of the
we
rubble,
got something here.
I come over.
and
I go over.
you don't
I
need
help.
any tools to move it. Someone has just taken movable parts of the rubble and put it over the entrance to conceal it.
Mm.
But the only ones who know this are Baker and Ambrose, right? The rest of us, it's just like, oh, they found this pile in it, and they figured it's
Yeah,
over there.
and by the time you guys move over
Okay.
there, she's already beginning to move
Gotcha.
things off of it. And
Well done.
and there is what is very clearly a door.
A wooden door?
Yeah.
Oh. Has it got like a ring or some way to open it?
It's designed to open from here.
Okay, great.
Um,
I'd like to
that
open it.
door, none of you know anything about archaeology, so it's hard to tell whether that door belongs to the same era or did someone put it in later.
We found wood. I guess wood
Yeah.
lasts a while. Would a natural roll tell us if the door is at
natural-
least like
natural
1,000
roll-
years old?
Actually, yeah, natural world will help you
Okay.
here.
Wow, I
How old
can't
is this
stop
door?
rolling out of the 80s today.
I know.
77!
I'm rolling either like 90 something or like 7.
A Roman
All my
door.
rolls have been like 80 something.
I know.
Okay, well,
Amazing.
any luck on natural world? Anybody?
I didn't even try.
No.
Let's try.
I failed by 2 points, but I'm not spending 2 points on this.
Okay,
Okay.
so
One.
can't tell what era the door belongs
I declare it a Roman door. Well done, you found a Roman door.
Lovely.
to. Once
Salt,
you've got it open,
if you will.
Yep.
Salt's strong, right? He's a big guy.
yeah,
He's
Oh,
stairs,
good.
stone stairs. They were probably once straight. Now they kind of bend, and some of them are more treacherous than others. In other words, the natural movement of the ground over the years has bent this stairway.
Oh,
So
dear.
some of the steps are a little too small. You kind of have to put your foot sideways.
Yeah.
Some of them they're no longer even. They probably once were.
I don't suppose anyone brought a torch or a lantern. We could proceed down the steps a little ways, but it's going to be very dark down there.
Yeah, you're gonna have to do this by matches. I'm afraid.
Yeah.
Do I have matches? I don't smoke. I don't even have matches. Does anyone have the Lucifer matches or
I have
whatever they are?
matches, but I don't smoke either, I don't think.
You have matches, but you don't smoke. Okay. No, I'm done questioning.
Another thing I
I'm
wrote
done
down for
questioning this,
unknown reason.
Ambrose. I'm done questioning these things.
Yeah.
I'm just curious
Yeah,
as to what's
hammer
going to
and
come out of her
fire.
pocket next.
It's an odd thing. So
Sure
it's gonna have to
is.
be. It's gonna have to be matchlight, I expect, unless one of you happens to have a candle.
Could I roll
think-
for luck to see if I have a lantern, knowing that the doctor's discomfort with being stuck outside at night?
Actually, yeah, sure.
Don't
Or
think
at very
you
least
know
it's-
about that yet.
I would have noticed that, like, you get squirrely.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
And the fact that you carry an umbrella sometimes.
Usually, I didn't bring it
Mhm.
today. Damn.
Yeah.
Aaron, you okay?
I just banged my knee on my desk. It's all right.
Oh,
I saw
that
was-
sucks.
Yeah, when I turn sometimes, if I'm too close, I will bang my knee on my desk.
How'd you do
And-
there, Salt?
98. I fail.
So no,
Yeah.
No.
We
So-
are having
it's gonna have to
Get
be
him out,
matches.
get
then.
him out.
came out.
All right. How about I'm gonna propose a terrible idea.
Okay.
Gunpowder, if it's not like compressed, if it's not like in something tight, if we could find something to put it on, a rock or something, it would kind of burn like flash powder, wouldn't it? Just a little bit of it.
Match would be safer.
Okay. We've also got alcohol. Does anyone have any idea of how to make like a torch and add a little bit of very, very, very high octane brandy to it to give us a torch that might last us a couple minutes? No? All right. Miss Ambrose, you're up.
Would we have medical alcohol?
I didn't bring my kit. All I brought was some bandages and in case somebody scrapes a knee or something.
I will offer up my services to look after the horses if people want to venture down in.
We don't have horses.
Fair.
You can bring horses.
I thought we did. I thought
we
of us
talked
did.
about it and realized it's a bad idea. It was a bad idea.
No,
It would have been a good
we're all-
idea if all of you were skilled at riding.
With the
Right.
dog.
No,
Most of
that's
us are
where-
not very skilled.
Yeah.
Very well.
I'm definitely going to hand the doctor his rifle.
Fair.
I
Good.
lean it against a rock.
Tally ho.
I'm going to draw my pistol. No, this is abandoned ruins. There's nothing down there. I'm not really worried about what's down there. This is a lark.
Never mind, I
We're
take
just
it back.
out having a lark. But I'll take the rifle. Actually, if Illingsworth is saying he's going to stay above, I'll leave the rifle for him. So if something happens, he'll have two guns to fire instead of just one.
Yep. Well, important point. Someone has been here. You know, there were tracks. Some of you know that someone covered the entrance. It also means that whoever covered the entrance can't be down there because how would the entrance be?
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know that, though.
I've realized why I had matches. It's because I used to have a lantern, and then I think I lost it at some
Fair
point.
Right.
Well, then it'll have to be the matches.
I could take the matches
Yeah.
if you want, Miss Ambrose, and lead the way if you so desire. Or
All right.
if you wish to lead the way, it's entirely up to you.
Match.
Okay, so strike a match and start your way down.
Wait,
Is
are you
everyone
going first?
or is someone
Who's going first?
who's going? Good question.
Oh, I assumed I was if I had the matches.
I just offered to go first if you hand me the matches.
Oh,
But if you want to go
sorry.
first, if you just ignore
I
me
can
and
give
walk
you the
down the
matches.
stairs. Okay.
by all means.
Ladies first into the creepy basement.
No.
Yeah.
we
Oh,
don't- no,
great.
ladies
Is,
first.
is anyone actually staying up top?
Illingsworth said
I
he's
think
staying up top.
Illingsworth
He don't want
is
no
going
shit.
to.
He doesn't want to die when the thing collapses on us all.
No,
Fair
I'm
enough.
I'm staying within character. I value
He's smart.
animal lives more than human lives.
Oh, and he's got the
I'm
dog. Yeah.
Yeah, true.
So at least
Okay,
him and the
so-
dog will survive.
So Dr. Payne is the first one, followed
Yeah.
by who else is going?
Nobody. They closed the door on me.
Me or Salt could go next.
That's it. I didn't hear you.
Oh, either me or Salt.
Okay, so you two and
I'll bring up the rear.
okay, and
Oh,
Mr.
okay.
Baker. Are you in?
I'm in.
Okay, so make your way down these steps, and at the bottom, the basement, the ceiling here is at a weird angle.
Ooh.
That would be the building above you. So parts of the ceiling are a good 14 to 15 feet. Parts come down to less than 6. So there are parts where you have to sort of duck to move. Weirdest thing, there's a lamp here.
Yay!
What kind of lamp? Please
That's not
describe it.
Roman. That is a modern candle cup.
It's a modern candle. So it's got a candle inside the.
It's got a candle in a brass cup with a glass protector over it.
I will
to
light
keep
it.
from lighting. Yeah, that's whoever covered the entrance. Probably put that there too.
I shove the matches in my pocket for now, and I'll lift up
So
the
now
lantern.
you have a proper lamp.
Why, it looks someone's. This isn't Roman. It looks like someone's been here before.
Well, yes, I assume so. From them putting all the rubbish on top of the entrance, I thought they wanted to hide it.
Someone put the rubbish on top of the entrance.
Well, yes, that's why I was clearing it.
And he just figured it out.
You never told us someone put the rub. How could you tell?
No. No, I just sort of thought you would know.
Ah.
Practically, I suppose. Anyway. Glad we have a lantern.
Yes, of course. Yes. Let's move on. Does it seem to be one big room, or are there some passageways?
Oh,
Watch your
first
step.
off,
Be very quiet.
First off, you've got what appears to be a large open space.
Okay.
There's rubble at points, suggesting that interior walls might have been crushed when the structure shifted.
Oh my god.
which also means I wonder exactly how stable the roof above you is.
Mm-hmm.
On the wall over here,
Starts doing jumping jacks. No, I'm just joking.
please be kidding. Thank you. On the wall over here is a inscription which has been carved into the wall.
What is it? Roman? Are they
Yes,
Roman
Latin.
letters? Are they letters?
Yeah, that's Latin.
Oh, it's Latin. Yes, I should be good for that.
Yeah. Which means this is almost certainly a Roman structure, given that the carving in the wall is in Latin.
Well, what's it say? I read Latin.
It says, "This temple is dedicated to the border to Nodens."
The order to Nodens. I read that out loud in English.
The border or edge to Nodens.
The border. Temple's dedicated to the border to Nodens, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. It's the temple. It's Sir George's temple. Fascinating.
Yeah. Over here, another inscription.
I'll read that one. I'll try to translate that one too.
These are actually not carved. These are actually written on the wall. These will require a Latin roll.
Written in what?
It looks like either paint or ink.
How long does paint or ink last?
Depends on the type.
Damn. 56 out of
Depends on the conditions
26.
around it.
Fail. I can't quite
prob-
make this out.
The problem here is that the inscription includes a number of single letters. So, D.M. Nodotoni Flavius Bandinius Armatura. That part is readable. VSLM.
VSLM. No idea
So
what
the only part that is definitely readable is Nodonti, which would be the data
name.
for Nodens. So 2 Nodens,
Okay.
or of Nodens. And then the name, Flavius Bandinius Armatura.
Flavius.
So Flavius Bandinius, who is a weapon master or weapon instructor or fight instructor or some such. The rest is abbreviated.
VSLM.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So the problem is with those such a short thing is not sure. Those other letters stand for Latin words, clearly. Which ones? Can't be certain.
It's not numbers, is it? VSLM, no.
No,
Right.
it's this guy Bandina is writing something, is leaving a message for Nodens. It's written on the wall.
Okay. It's painted on the wall, you said.
Yeah.
I thought it's paint of some kind. Okay. Anything else in this room?
Further on, you'll see the remnants of other such messages. Most of them are less readable. In other words, along a number of the walls here, people have written using ink, probably, maybe paint, have written messages like this. Most of them are no longer readable because the walls have cracked.
Okay.
So even where they're not abbreviated, and a lot of them also use a lot of abbreviations.
Yeah.
So much of this is not readable. The only theme you're getting from it is these are probably messages directed to Nodens. Because the word Nodonti is visible in 3 of them.
Okay.
Well, Nodante, then Nodont, and Onti. In other words, broken wall, but that's probably 3 cases of the word Nodante. So these are probably votive messages. These are Romans thanking Nodens for something. Which is to say, Nodens is the god this temple is dedicated to.
Whoever Nodens is. I don't recognize the name.
No, not a common Roman god.
That's one of the lesser gods, I suppose.
Yeah. Odd to find a temple dedicated to a god that's so little known.
Yeah, like Zeus and Saturn and Jupiter. None of those.
But the other thing that jumps out at you with at least you have 25 in Latin, right?
I have 26 in Latin.
Yeah, is the word armatura.
Armatura.
So the one name you can read, Flavius Bandinius.
Right.
Flavius Bandinius Armatura. The word armatura translates as fighting instructor, weapon master, or if you prefer something more common, trainer.
Ooh.
Interesting.
So apparently, one of the people who wrote this message was a fight trainer.
But these are super old messages, probably.
Yeah.
I mean, like the paint's flaking off of all of them a little bit.
Oh yeah.
And
No,
they
the only reason that message is still readable is it's underground.
Yeah. Okay.
Notice nothing on the upper level was still readable.
Is
If
there
there's
any?
anything written on the upper level,
Are there any? Is there any? Are there any other chambers down here? Is there any?
probably you'll need to dig a little deeper.
Well, I mean, just like that we
And
can get to without doing any more
well, that's the point. Is
excavations.
that to get to some of them, you're going to have to duck.
Oh
You might
no, I
have to
can.
crawl because of the way the ceiling comes down.
I'm
So you
not
can't see
claustrophobic.
every edge. Yeah, if you were claustrophobic, this would be a problem.
Yeah, let's walk around. I mean, we're
Okay.
obviously sticking together because we have this only one light source.
Yeah.
But
So
start to try
have to
to.
stick together.
This is interesting. This is so interesting.
And sure enough, where the ceiling goes low, there's a way through. You have to duck. The ceiling gets down to under 5 feet.
Okay, that's not
So
good.
you kind of have to duck or crawl, and then it opens up again. And here is what appears to be an almost circular chamber. It's now at a bit of a weird angle. In other words, you probably once entered it on a normal level surface. Now you're entering it. The passageway that enters it is about 10 degrees off from the floor.
Okay.
On the walls are what appear to be illustrations. They're mosaic.
Oh,
Oh,
Parts of them are damaged. Ms. Ambrose, you should make yourself an education roll.
hell yeah, I will. Double check my education.
I'm gonna
I
try
know
to
it's high.
illuminate
I know
everything.
my heart is very high. Yes, it
Yeah,
is.
once you get the one, and then well, okay, make that roll once he gets the candle in there, so you can see these things.
Yeah, I'm just trying to show everything. This is all very interesting.
I got a regular success.
You will
But still
some of the things you're seeing here, you're recognizing.
Okay.
Those are illustrations of fighting moves.
Oh. Oh,
This is a text. This is a textbook.
yeah.
Hmm.
It's teaching people how to fight.
Some of these things you recognize. Many of them you don't.
Mhm.
Some of them are too damaged to tell whether you recognize them or no. Oh, and push to one edge of this chamber, a pile of straw mats and
So-
two clay jugs.
Like old straw mats.
No,
So
those
contemporary.
those are modern.
Contemporary mats.
Let's over the jugs.
Oh, here's the people who've been down here. The jugs are
Mhm.
contemporary.
Oh yeah,
Miss Ambrose,
Uh-huh.
what did she say? What these were?
I said that they're fighting instructions.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Mhm.
Were any of these instructions resemble what Michael did yesterday when he fought?
I kind of look around and try to think back to how he fought.
yeah. You're gonna you. That's a question you're gonna need more time to answer
Fair
because
enough.
there's a lot to take in here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the answer is you'll know once you've had a chance to look at all of these things.
Mhm.
How long will it take for us to walk around this room and?
Well, it's not that the room is very large. It's that it's covered with
Right.
illustrations.
Okay, I'm gonna hand off the lantern to her so she can look at this stuff.
Yeah.
If she tells me that, I need to look at all this first, and maybe, or whatever she says.
But
Okay.
What's in the jug?
it seems clear to me that people were
Mhm.
still training down here.
Yes, that's very odd.
My assumption is Michael's and his trainer.
Contemporary jugs. You said.
Mhm.
What are they? Are they covered? Is there a lid?
No, they're jugs.
Okay,
Like
so
each one is fixed with a cork stopper.
like moonshine jugs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Incidentally, if you want a sense of what we're talking about in terms of illustrations, in gaming text and info, this is not Roman. It's Egyptian, but it's one I happen to have handy to give you a sense of what I mean by wall illustrations.
So there's okay. I assume they were big illustration, but these are lots and
No,
lots of
they're
small.
small.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
and there's a
Okay.
lot. That's why I said there's a lot of them. That's
There's
why
a
it's going to take her a
lot to
long
see.
time to
Okay.
look at all of them.
That's cool.
But notice, if you know anything about freestyle wrestling, look at that image, and you'll notice some moves that are still taught.
I don't know shit about wrestling, except
I know high school wrestling.
Yeah, that's what they call freestyle wrestling.
Yep.
That illustration is from the tomb of Baquet III. It's like 1700 BC.
Damn.
Yeah, they're fighting forever. We always fighting. People always fight.
The point is that some of those moves are still taught in wrestling. Like they are still valid wrestling moves.
So
they're basic. Yeah.
Can I pop the cork
illustration of how to wrestle? Yeah.
On one of these jugs and take a sniff, see what it smells like is in them.
Claret.
Oh, okay.
That's English wine.
Yeah, I'll try the other one. Is it both the same?
No, the other one contains water.
Oh. And I tell everybody that there's water and wine here. Is there any other entrances?
Draw mats, jugs. This is a training facility.
Yeah.
Someone's been training down here.
There's no other entrances to this room?
No.
Okay. Nothing under the mats? No trapdoors? Okay. I quick peek. Well.
The mats are in good shape. They've been used recently.
Well, who else walks down a Roman road when they could take the main road? Any luck, Miss Ambrose?
I think we know who's been training down here.
Oh yeah, it's definitely Michael and Boyle.
I think we do.
And you're still going over the illustrations. The rest of you, of course, are welcome to have a look at them as well. Although, unless you know a lot about boxing, they're going to make less sense.
I don't know shit. I'm going to watch the entrance.
I have 60 in fighting brawl.
How much? 60. Oh yeah, you're also welcome to make an education roll. And also make sense of these things.
Okay. Let's see if I can succeed one roll tonight.
I have faith in you. You can do it.
You can do it.
Here we go. You got this.
Are you kidding me? That's a 93.
Oh my god.
Poor
my dice.
Oh, I forgot to tell you that my endorsement is very negative.
Actually, Mr. Salt, make yourself a sanity roll.
Oh no. You've seen these before.
There's one with Cthulhu eating the skull of someone.
No, it's whatever he won't tell us he's seeing.
I know.
30. That's a success. My one success tonight.
Yay!
So you won't lose any sanity, but the reason you're having trouble processing what's here is a growing awareness that some of the figures depicted look more like Mr. Michael.
Oh no!
Oh.
I knew it!
Not all of them, only some of them. Make yourself an intelligence roll as well. So while Ambrose is working out the moves themselves and looking for what style you saw Michael fight with and whether it's found here, Salt is sort of staring, like lost in the illustrations.
I will spend 2 points of luck to turn that into a success.
Okay, so the two of you will come to a similar conclusion at the same moment, which is this. One, this is some of the moves you saw Michael using are depicted here. So to answer Dr. Payne's question, yes. Two, there's a pattern. The farther you go, assuming you start at one point, the more the figures look like Michael.
Hate that.
Are you going to tell
Bad
us
time.
this?
Yeah.
Yes. I start to look at this mosaic after they tell me this weird shit.
Yeah, I mean, to you, you can start to see the fact that some of the figures look more like Michael, but the moves don't make much sense to you unless you know your way around boxing.
Can you, Miss Ambrose? Can you shine over here? So wherever it
Hmm.
started normal and then it starts getting weird, what's at the very end?
Well, parts of it are damaged.
Fair enough. Yeah.
So, but then again, parts of the early part are damaged
Mm.
too. But if you start at the left, enter from the left, you go around like this.
Yeah, that makes
At the
sense.
far end over here, the figures depicted look hardly human.
Okay, and these are tiny figures, right?
Yeah,
So there's not
and
tons of detail. Just that's weird.
yeah.
Okay.
Also worth pointing out that some of the figures depicted are empty-handed.
Okay.
Some of the figures are armed with what appear to be either short swords or daggers,
Mm-hmm.
uh, or draped things that come off their hands.
Draped things like nets.
If
Maybe
if those are gladiators, it could be a net.
that's what I was kind of thinking. I mean, Romans,
Yeah, there's a type of
gladiators.
gladiator that fought with a net.
Any of them are armored? Do they have it? Well, it's probably too small to
Can't
tell.
really tell the
Yeah.
details. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's a mixture of moves. Some of them depicting
Ah,
empty-handed combat. Some of them depicting combat using various weapons.
so this. All right.
So
Anything else
in
that you
that
wish to
sense,
look at?
if you weren't thinking about boxing, you might assume these were gladiators.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But then again,
We're all thinking
boxing, gladiators,
Yeah, that's kind of.
Yeah, what's the difference?
That's almost what it
similar sort
was.
of.
That's almost what it was
Yeah.
yesterday. To the
Uh,
death.
do does the good doctor announce the strange figures at the end of the line?
I think
Yeah,
two
yeah,
of you who have been examining it have seen it already.
Yeah.
Are going to see it as well, whether he
Yeah.
announces it or not. Yeah, because
I'll just
you're
point
piecing
at
out
him.
the pattern. Ambrose has the text, what it means. Salt has the pattern. So
Mhm.
between the two of you, you've got that.
Well,
Yeah.
well, they're doing nothing wrong as far as I can tell. So, and I kind of gesture towards the entrance. If there's nothing
What is
else
the
to see.
wine?
Sorry, Saul.
What is the wine for?
I suppose that's probably for Mr. Boyle, or perhaps to
It's for training.
fortify Mr. Michael.
Yeah, it's for training. Some people drink wine while training.
Yeah, I told them. Yeah, what I found in the jugs.
Yeah.
Well, he's definitely using some of these moves, so that's something.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Let's discuss this up above ground.
Did he say
Very well.
scientific training?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
We're out of here,
Here's the
Kevin.
science.
Let's get out of here.
Here's the science.
Yeah, let's get the hell out of here.
Okay.
Scientific training from ancient Rome. How bizarre.
Well, the Romans got it from somewhere and they depicted it here.
I don't know. Let's get out of here.
Okay.
Let's
So
head
the great
back up.
profactor starts to build up, and you guys head back to the surface.
Yeah. Well, I'll take the lantern once we're all back to the stairs, and I'll wait for them to get up, and then I'll blow out the candle, light a match to get myself up safely.
You put it back where you found it.
Yeah, I put it back as close to where I found it. We haven't really disturbed anything. We might have
You're
tried some
leaving
mud in here, but
Yeah, so leaving the mats, the jugs,
yeah.
basically leaving things as close to how you found them as possible.
Yeah, it's obviously belongs to Mr. Boyle and Mr. Michael, so they've done nothing wrong as far as I know. I'm not going to take anything out of here. I'm not. I don't know. You guys can do what you like.
I know, I'm just suspicious of them.
It's
Mhm.
weird.
Mm.
It's a little odd that they're in it. They haven't. Okay. Yeah, let's get at. Can we go back to the top? Let's close the top back up.
Put the rubble back on top of it.
I will suggest that we leave this place as. I mean, there's tons of tracks out there. If it rains or something, I guess that'll kill that, but we can't count on that. Then I'm going to fill in Illingsworth on everything we found. Weird things on the walls. The mosaics started looking like more like Michael the more you went. Nodens, I tell him what the Latin was. Have you ever heard of a VSLM in Latin? It's an abbreviation for something, apparently. It's not a word. It doesn't have any vowels.
No, it's four words.
Sound familiar? VSLM. Very small, large, medium. I don't know.
Probably. It's probably shirt sizes.
Of course, that'd be in Latin.
Like, would an education help me out any or not?
No, you need Latin. The right skill for this is Latin.
Yeah, I don't have Latin.
I have Latin.
Oh.
So you're welcome to make a Latin roll as well.
I guess I really didn't.
Nope.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Because I was going to
So
say,
with
I
only-
guess I didn't really say, I don't understand this. Does anyone know Latin? Down in the hole.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you did, and you can, but the point is that neither of you can piece it together from just the abbreviations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good history book might tell us that. Maybe. All right. This has all been very interesting. What time of day is it? It shouldn't be much past noon.
It's a little past noon. You were down there. Remember, you took a while to search the grounds. Then you
Huh.
took a while to find the entrance.
Let's say we go on to this Rutland town.
So by the time you've gotten back to the surface, it's close to 1 o'clock.
1 p.m. That's plenty of time.
Yeah. Okay.
We got
And
quite
if
a
you
bit of time.
start off now,
At
you
least
can reach
8.
Rutland by 3 o'clock easily.
No. We should be able
You
to get
said
there a lot
sun-
quicker than that.
Did you say sunset at like 8:30, or did you say like 6:30?
Sunset's about 6:30 or 7.
Yeah.
6:30. Okay.
Yeah. So
We
the
still got
road
plenty of time. Yeah.
it's about 3 miles back to the end to the junction.
And then that's
and then
3
it's
miles.
another 3 miles.
Yeah,
that
you're right.
second
It's
3
a couple
miles is going
hours.
to take you a little longer. So
We don't wanna
if you
rush.
hike the
Miss
if
Ambrose
you
might
hike
not
the
be able to
first
handle it.
if you march the first 3 miles, you can probably do the trip in an hour 40.
I don't want to push Miss Ambrose too hard.
If you
And we're going
walk
I
through
at
do
a
not
normal
say
pace, it'll take you about
that.
2 hours.
I do not say that.
I know, but you're thinking
So-
it.
Rutland, we're at around 3. Okay, fair enough.
Yep.
This dirty, dusty, except for Illingsworth, he's just got a little mud on his boots. The rest of us are probably like filthy with dust and stuff from being in that hole. Walk
Not as
into
dusty
this
as you would
town.
think. After all, people were down there using it frequently.
Oh, that's
So
true.
less dusty than you would think.
We didn't have to really crawl. It was 5 foot, so we just had to kind of
Yeah.
crouch and move through.
Yep. And actually, you'll realize probably after the fact that there's little to no dust on your back there. Because how many people have crawled through there regularly
2
Mhm.
every
At least.
day.
for months?
Mm.
But
I
they
would
say
like to.
9 months. How
Yeah,
long have they
9
been going
months.
down?
I would on the way to Rutland. I do suggest that perhaps during Michael's next fight might be a good time to also come to Rutland for someone, in case questioning people when Michael's around. Graham, you could do both your eyebrows. That's so awesome. I can only do one a little bit.
Oh.
Oh my
Oh, wow.
God, that's awesome! I wish I could do that.
Okay, that is pretty amazing.
You have got to make some characters who do that like all the time.
Please.
Or run a game and have a villain, because that's a perfect villain.
Say, I can
exactly.
only do the one.
Yeah, I can
Or
only
that.
do the one a little.
Can't. Yeah, just that.
It might be good if someone returns to talk to Miss Landry when those two are not around.
Mhm.
But we could talk to her
Oh.
now as well. But they're probably going to be there.
Well, as for Rutland Town, it's quiet. It's small. There's that fellow you saw before. What was his name? Martin,
Is there a pub?
who was sitting in front of his home, smoking, watching you. Rutland has a pub.
Fantastic. Actually, we've
signed
probably
to-
already eaten.
Yeah, you
We
had
probably
your
took a
snacks.
break and had a lunch-ish.
It's sign depicts an oak tree.
Well, ale might not be too bad at this juncture.
Yeah, a hot meal might be
A
worth
beer
having.
would be good.
That's what
That
I'm
fellow.
thinking.
Yeah, anyway, that fellow you saw before,
A meal.
Martin. He watches you guys go by, nods to Mr. Illingsworth. He knows you. He remembers you from the other day.
Yeah, I'm taking some friends to Rutland.
An old man who's sitting in front of the pub smoking.
Oh, he told us about that guy, right? Didn't you tell us about
Yeah.
Illingsworth?
I
Did
think
you
you
fill us
mentioned
in?
Yeah, sure. Like,
Okay.
I can't think of anything about him other than he's just the town.
The only guy who talked to you.
He's a
Gossip.
sarcastic asshole, and he's also the only guy in town I told you to talk to.
Yeah.
The oak tree. Where's Miss Landry's house, Illingsworth?
Martin indicated it was the one across the street there,
Okay. Yeah.
second to the left. So yeah, you know which one it is. Remember, he pointed it out to you.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll point it out to them as well.
I'll tip my hat to the old man as we pass.
Okay.
Especially if I notice him and Illingsworth make an exchange of eyes.
Yeah, he nods to you. As for the oak tree, it's pretty empty at this hour.
Is that Landry's house, the oak tree?
No,
that's a pub.
Okay.
It's Rutland Village's only pub.
So we're going there for a drink. Illingsworth is like, let's. A good meal would taste good right now. And
So would a beer, I
he
suppose.
means a beer.
He means a drink.
Yes.
Yeah. Your proprietor is a middle-aged man who looks like what would happen if you animated an actual barrel, which I guess makes his job kind of appropriate.
Good day, sir.
And good day to you lot. Haven't seen you around. Heading down to Thistleton, are we?
Oh, yes. Eventually. Wondering if we could get a meat pie or something here. Perhaps a drink.
Stew pot's on.
That sounds fantastic.
And I've got a brown ale tapped at the moment.
Ooh.
If that pleases your folks.
Very much.
As he's looking at your style of clothing and realizing you're probably higher social class than
But remember, we are wearing our rugged walking clothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is still really high
it's
upper
totally nice.
class.
Yeah. Say, don't mind my asking, my lords, you're friends of Captain Barclay, perhaps?
Wait. Crap. I don't know
Isn't
if I'd
that
call myself his
the-
friend. Captain Barclay's the pedestrian.
Yeah, the pedestrian.
Oh, we
By
know
the
him.
way,
We've-
some of your gear looks like the kind of stuff he wears,
Oh.
which is probably where the barkeep got the idea from.
Oh, yes, we've known.
You brought out your hiking gear. You were out your hiking gear?
Yeah, we did. We've
been walking.
Yes, we've been walking. We've been doing a little walking. Has he been here?
Well, he stops by now and again.
Oh, very nice. What a charming establishment you have.
Well, thank you. As he's now serving tankards of ale and going to get the stew.
Illingsworth's just like,
He'll get you a refill quickly then.
don't get my claret for me.
It's
I would
local.
not say that.
It'll do.
How's the brown ale? Is it okay?
It's local. It's decent.
Okay.
It's what you get around here.
Yeah.
Especially when he's probably sold all the good stuff already to people coming down to Thistleton. And is now tapping whatever he has left.
That's fine.
Yeah.
It's wet. When he comes back,
You can drink it, and it will make you less thirsty.
It's alcohol, so I don't know whether that last part
it
is
does.
true.
It does. Alcohol makes
Yeah.
you less thirsty. It does. So, is Mr. Do you know Mr. Boyle?
Who doesn't?
Oh, I don't.
Oh, it's Garnet, sir. I'm Garnet.
Oh, I'm Dr. Fletcher Payne. I stand up and I shake his hand like he's a
Nice to
person.
meet you, sir. And that takes him aback a little, too.
Mm-hmm. This is Mr. Illingsworth, Mr. Baker, Salt, and Miss Callista Ambrose.
Oh, nice to meet you lot. Nice to have you.
And I'll sit back down then. Remember,
Mhm.
I'm terrible at socializing. I break all the rules. I'm a bad person.
Yeah, you do.
I do
Thanks,
do
Steph.
like I don't get a mister.
Yeah,
No, you don't. You're Salt.
Yeah, exactly.
that's correct.
You are Salt.
If it was
That
20th
is
century,
correct.
you'd be wearing a chauffeur's uniform. Yes, I understand he's been here for a little while. He's not from Rutland, then.
No.
Do you know where he's from?
Well, that's the funny thing, sir. He's told a bunch of stories about it, and I think none of them true.
Oh, well, that's not good.
Has Mr. Michael told those stories or Mr. Boyle?
Oh no, Michael's more local.
Oh, is he from here?
Not quite, sir. He grew up near Havelock. It's about 10 miles on.
I look confused. Okay.
He indicates which way with his finger.
Perfect.
Grew up on a farm out there, he did. Big boy. Bit of a temper. So it was no surprise when Mr. Boyle asked him if he thought he might make it as a pugilist. I think that's the term.
It is. Well done.
Quite.
And he seems to be doing very well at it. You know what the funny thing is, sir? He's less angry than he used to be. That boy used to be, from what I hear, angry. I guess Mr. Boyle thought of him because he got in a lot of fights.
Perhaps there was some discipline required.
Now that seems like just the thing.
Perhaps some just have it in them, and he needed a way to let it out.
Could be. Now, if it were me, see, I told him, begging your pardons, that discipline would have been just the thing, and I thought he should have taken the king's shilling. But
what is that?
We weren't having none of that. To join the army, sir.
Oh no, I'm saying I was saying
shilling?
that as me. Like I'm sure my character might know, but
some of you have heard that expression. Some of you may not have. It's lower class.
Okay. Okay.
So some of you, those of you who spent any time, for instance, in the East End, probably heard it at some point.
Oh, I spent a lot of time.
So you probably heard it. Some of you probably may not. It's very much lower class slang.
I'm Canadian. I have heard that in real life.
It's sometimes still used. I mean, to join the armed forces.
That's cool.
It was Queen shilling.
Canada.
For years.
A while.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Now it's a king again, but yeah, the same principles. You're basically going on the royal payroll, which is to say, join the army.
This whole discussion has thrown me. He thinks that he should have taken the king's shilling, is what he's.
Yeah, he thinks that Michael could have used discipline, and that the best way for him to get that discipline would have been to enlist in the army.
Right. Okay.
And then when Mr. Boyle found him and turned him into a pugilist, that seems to have given him the discipline that Garnet thought he would get by joining the army. Because Garnet's basically implying, if that were my son, I would have sent him to the army.
And he get his discipline, he kind of toned
because he would have gotten his discipline there.
Yeah. Well,
but Mr. Boyle found a way to instill discipline in him. And as far as Garnet's concerned, that's okay.
Have you...
It worked out, from his perspective, it worked out okay.
I know.
Did you see the, have you noticed anything, besides the behavior changes, have you noticed anything different in the boy's physique in the past few months?
Oh, yeah, he's gotten bigger even.
Bigger?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
As boys tend to do.
Well, between you and I, sir, I thought he might be done growing.
How old is he?
But he's grown a good 2-3 inches. What, must be 19, 20?
I see.
Yes, I would have thought he was done growing as well.
You'd think so, but no, he's grown a bit. And I don't just mean in height, I mean in width as well.
Oh.
In the shoulders, in the arms, in the back. Now, I'm told, and I've seen it, that a man who might move heavy things about all day might grow wider in the back and in the arms. So that troubled me not.
Not height, though.
But not height, no. I couldn't imagine getting 3 inches taller by lifting barrels.
Did the boy slouch at all? Maybe he's just simply gained better posture.
Okay.
Yep.
It's possible, I suppose. I hadn't given it much thought.
Has he always been a little thin on the old mop? Gesturing towards the hair.
I suppose you might say that, but he's gotten quieter, if that's what you mean.
No, I mean his hair.
Oh. No, that seems to be more recent. I wouldn't say it was the drinking, because he doesn't drink much. And between you and I, sir, I wouldn't say that drinking makes one's hair fall out. Bad for my clientele, don't you know?
True.
Okay, you got a joke out of him.
Yes, I laugh.
Yeah.
Speaking of...
Don't tell people to stop drinking alcohol, their hair will fall out. Wait, I sell alcohol. Hold on. Don't tell people that.
No. Drinking shouldn't cause your hair to fall out. Salt.
No, that.
Uh,
I suppose he's.
it's
Actually, I have nothing on that.
it generally comes down through the family.
Mm.
If your father's bald, you'll probably be bald. And of course, sometimes it skips, sometimes it misses.
Oh, skipped me nicely.
Well,
My
yes.
father was bald as an egg.
You have a lovely head of hair.
I still do.
Yes, you do. That's what I said.
53 years on, and still this.
Mm.
And my father, I tell you, was bald as an egg.
Yes, the lice falls out.
And Illingsworth keeps his mouth shut when talking about
Yes,
hair.
because he's bald. He's pretty bald too.
Yeah.
Well,
In all fairness, it's the mother's genetics that probably have more to do with it.
yeah, I know,
But
but
I
I
suspect
don't know.
Mr. Gard-
No,
I suspect Mr. Garnett's mother.
That's the wives' tale. It's just how genetics work.
I don't know how much. Yeah, and Dr. Payne doesn't know one way or another. He's
No,
making
nobody
a
knows
mess.
that. Yeah,
Yes.
but from
I just think they're staying at Mrs. Landry's boarding house.
they are, yeah.
Yes. Do they train around here? Do they have a barn?
Out down the ways, I think. Or in
Down-
the moorlands, I suppose.
Down the moor?
See, here's the thing. Mr. Boyle said he had a system, one that he promised would make Michael successful as a pugilist. And so when folks inquired about it, naturally he said he wasn't sharing until he was ready.
Mhm.
Thought he'd write a book, perhaps. Make a lot of money.
Hmm.
I'm told there's a lot of money in pugilism. Is that true?
No.
Mm.
I kind of look around the table.
To be fair, there's a lot of money to be made around pugilism.
Yeah.
Now that
well,
I know for a fact.
it depends how many matches you get to fight.
Can I make a psychology on Miss Ambrose to detect the
Like that.
icy bitterness?
You don't need a psychology roll. It's ripping
Okay.
off.
It's pretty.
You didn't need off the floor.
That was
I look
laid
at her
on.
very surprised
You
at
need a
this
minimum.
anger coming
Okay.
off of her. Go ahead.
Minimum.
Go
You
ahead.
need a
Five.
minimum. You need a minimum of 1 to detect that.
Yeah. True that.
I
don't say anything about
Because
it.
there's some people that are just oblivious.
Anyway, says I didn't surprise me that he would keep it secret for the present. I mean, if a man discovered something and wanted to make money at it, I'd imagine he wouldn't want anyone else to be seeing it until he was ready to make money at it. Yes.
Hmm,
Well, yeah, that makes sense. Yes.
it does.
So I
Which I
suppose they're
suppose-
training somewhere out in the middle of the no place out there in the bogs or some such. I'm not going traipsing about there looking.
I just shake my head at that. Was there a church or anything in this town?
Mhm.
Okay, I'm not asking
Every
that.
town-
When we walked
Every
through,
town has it.
Let's go.
Every
church.
town
Great,
has a church.
Great.
Yeah, hard to miss. It's the tallest building in town.
Gotcha.
Always is.
Okay, those are all my questions.
The
I don't know where
smaller
to go
the
from
village,
here.
the taller, the
as a
bigger
character.
it sticks out.
Yeah,
Yeah, well, it's the only building in town that has more than 2 stories.
yeah, that's true.
Any word on old Shuck around here?
Oh, now that's a story, sir.
I sit there and I listen.
Old Shuck comes around now and again. And the thing is, what my grandmother told me was that when he's out and about, that means someone's going to die.
Oh, someone saw him.
Not that old Shuck will take you. No, he's not like that, but they have a legend among the heathens that the thing about sometimes it's a dog or a cat or sometimes even a woman that screams or cries out to herald the death.
What
Now,
do
I
you
wouldn't
suppose? What do
Put any
you
credence
suppose?
to that.
What do you suppose would happen if someone prevented that death?
I don't know how you do such a thing.
What about people who see old Shuck?
Well, I suppose probably some of them have died over the years. Couldn't tell you rightly. You don't attack people much. Livestock is what he takes most.
But when he
Now, I never
cries,
seen any of that myself personally. But I do know that Miss Willoughby, she had a neighbor whose horse was taken, or so she said. Now, this was a long time ago.
Mm.
And Miss Willoughby, she doesn't remember so well anymore.
How
Oh,
old is
I
she?
see.
Oh, I don't know. She must be
100.
on her 90th year at a minimum.
Oh.
90 if she's a year.
No, she lives here still, though.
Oh, yeah, quite. With her daughter and her husband. Round over there, he indicates a house. That's the Willoughby house.
Yep, I want to know where that is.
Mm-hmm.
Theirs is the last one in town.
Oh,
In other
it's
words,
down there, yeah.
like a lot of these little villages, people cluster in the center and then they farm outward.
Mhm.
The Willoughby house is the last one on the block. The block. The only block in town.
Just one road goes through town, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
Mhm.
Have you ever heard Old Shuck?
No.
That's probably for the best.
Quite.
This is quite excellent stew. Is it,
Thank you.
Kevin?
It'll do. You've had worse. I mean, you've eaten in good places in London where you've had a lot better. But
Yeah.
there's something to be said for basic country stew.
It's got
It's
flavor,
not.
right?
It's not highly flavored. It's not highly spiced.
Yeah, but it's
Which
got like.
means the meat and vegetables are what you're tasting.
Mm-hmm.
It'll stew.
Actually, I would think it might
It'll
be
stew.
more flavorful in a sense that it was probably like cooking all day. It had a little bit from yesterday. It
All
had
day,
a little bit from the
yeah.
day.
It's been
When I
A
cooking
say
little
for
bit
less-
from the day before
20
to
years.
that.
Yeah, but when I say less flavorful, what I mean is that most of you are used to things that are prepared with more exotic spices.
Salt.
Right.
This has almost no.
Right.
This has almost no
Right,
spice.
right.
All
Right.
it has is the flavor it gets from cooking.
If it has onions,
Right.
that's enough.
The wealth of the empire.
Now it is near on 11, so we want to think about wrapping up for the moment.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Oh shit. Okay.
So there's still more of there might be more to do in Rutland, but for the moment, we
It's-
should probably wrap things up.
It's about 4 p.m. by the time we've talked to him and eaten and everything and had a couple of
Exactly.
beers, right?
So you've got 2 or 3 hours of daylight left. You've
Okay.
got Rutland to work with. Rutland to Thistleton is about 5 miles in a direct line. So
So,
if you march it,
2
you can make it in.
hours.
No, you can make it in about an hour.
An hour if you hustle. Okay.
And at a good pace, you can march that.
I got
Humans
an hour.
tend to walk at 3 to 4 miles an hour casually, and at 5 to 6 miles an hour when marching.
Okay. So I can probably make it back if I leave by
Yeah.
5. All right.
Yeah. So if you leave, you've got about an hour and a half. If you want to return to Thistleton before it gets dark.
Yes, I do.
So
Don't want the
okay, so-
stars looking down on me.
And with no moon, they will.
Oh god. Oh my god.
Yeah, nothing but stars. All right.
Billions
so
of
let's,
eyes looking down on you.
let's wrap things up there for tonight then. Are we good for 2 weeks out to resume?
I
Grabbing the calendar.
am not. I am not.
Oh, okay, that's a problem. So that's right. We needed to sort that out because we had an issue.
Well,
wait.
I'll probably be fine, but
Let's
I don't know.
say goodnight, everybody. We're gonna end the stream here because this is
Oh, yeah,
just like
good night.
background shit. And
Yeah.
we will talk to y'all next time. See you when we see you. Bye.
Later.